we're going.
Hello, everyone.
There it is.
That was a good, powerful one today.
Thank you.
So, last time, special tea.
Oh boy, last time.
Oh, Jesus
Special tea,
Christ.
many nightmares. The only ones who stayed out of it were Ashta, who just did not want to partake, and Fervus, who was not old enough. So Fervus stayed up on the castle, Ashta stood guard for the rest of us. Everybody else had various revelations about how they see relationships, how they see their lives going, how they see, and very much in particular, how they see death going for the party. None of it was actually foreseeing things or true visions or anything of the sort. There was some conflicting expectations between certain characters.
Spoiler alert, death in the eternal void is kind of scary.
Yep. But at the end of it, everybody woke up. It was completed. Group cried and hugged, and also not quite proposals, but there have been some declarations of intent. And at the end, Rayla took some tea, and we're just kind of leaving her there to suffer her own consequences. So,
Yep.
we are picking up the next morning.
Well, close to it.
Close to it? Okay.
Fergus, you've been busy throughout the night. Depending on your preference of how much you'd like to work, you did have some time to work on things if you'd like. So, you had about between when they left, or when you got sent back up, basically, and when they came back to the island to rest, you would have had about probably about 6 hours worth of time to work on something of your choice. And what would you like to have done?
Me?
Yes.
Alright, so I had 6 hours?
Yep, 6 hours.
6 hours, alright. First up, I want to make a lot of healing potions. Like an
An obscene amount?
obscene amount of greater healing
All
potions.
right. Of what tier of potion?
Greater.
Greater? All right, that's the second level, right? Of the 4?
I spent 3 hours on them.
A vat of
Yeah.
healing potions.
All right. Go ahead. First of all, how much gold are you putting into this?
As much as I need to, I have 219. I will put in 150.
150? Okay. So 150 for ingredients, plus the help of, I assume, the dwarves.
Yes.
Alright, go ahead and give me an alchemy check to see how many you can create in 3 hours. Trying to make a big single batch, basically.
Here goes nothing. Haha. Go well. 31.
31. Okay.
Jesus Christ.
In that 3 hours with the help of the dwarves, you basically just... You kind of take up the mantle of Witch's Apprentice briefly, stirring this massive cauldron of healing potions, bubbling with the smell of like cinnamon and spice.
And everything nice.
And everything nice.
Yeah.
At one point, you burn yourself on the edge of the cauldron, and as you instinctively kind of brand your mouth, you kind of like pull your hand through the vapors of the healing potions. By the time it reaches your finger to kind of close down the burn, it's already healed up, and you smile because this is some good potions being made. With a 31, 3 hours, and 150 gold pieces. Jesus Christ, 31 is fantastic. Yeah, you can go ahead and make a total of 6 potions.
Yes. Alright, cool.
Alright, and you have 3 more hours to do as you wish. What would you like to do?
Okay. Now it's time for the hurt side of the healer hurt spectrum. It's time to work on poisons.
Okay.
Of the special variety. I want to make a couple doses of burnt oathor fumes. I want to make a couple doses of crawler mucus, and I want to make a couple doses of malice.
Okay, could you describe to me the effects of each of those really fast?
Okay, so burnt oathor fumes is 3d6 poison per turn for 3 turns.
Okay.
Crawler
Fairly
mucus is paralysis.
Okay.
And malice is the blind effect.
Okay, so assuming you put an hour into each, you have to make a alchemy check for each one.
After we check
So
for
for the
each one?
first one, yep. So the first one will be a DC 25. So go ahead. Because trying to do this in an hour is very quick. Oh, meets a pizza. All right, so you can go ahead and add one of that one. For the
Yep,
paralysis
assuming
one,
super cool.
the DC. No success on the paralysis one. Would you like to try again, or would you like to try for the third poison?
Try for the third one.
Okay, go for it. DC for this one is a 22.
29.
There
Alright.
we go. All right, so you didn't make the paralysis one, but the other two did seem to work. And you have a dose of each. Unfortunately, with just an hour, it's not 22.
These are not using my reagents.
Yes, these are separate ones. You still have reagents for later.
Separate
Keep in mind,
ones,
this is
yes.
still before you take your long rest. So if if it's anything that requires the things, you can.
Yeah, these are before my long. These are ones that I'm making before my long rest. Okay. I can weigh up the option, and I assume that by this point people are lining.
Technically, at this point, it's 2 a.m. in the morning. Just around now, they're probably be getting back to the castle. Are you guys going to go rest as you've had a very stressful night, or are you planning to go straight to Fergus?
Purvis.
I will
We'll see
rest.
Purvis and check on him, then go rest quickly just to see, like, oh, he's alive, cool.
Okay.
And then I see Sammy, bed.
All right. So who would probably be first? Do you guys think?
Probably Ashta.
Yeah, he's probably
Yeah.
most.
Speedy.
He's on the castle already.
All right. So around 2 a.m. as you finish up the blindness potion, still kind of annoyed that you couldn't make the paralysis one in time, but considering the time limits, it was a difficult task, and the dwarves remind you of this very much so. Of just no, you're doing insane things every day. It's fine.
Yeah.
There's a quick knock on the door. One of the dwarves sticks her head out and motions for the rest to take their leave for a minute, and Ashta is led into the room.
He just like knocks on the frame of the door to get Fervis's attention.
Oh, Ashta. Hi.
Fervis.
He's sort of hunched over a notebook with a couple of potions on the table. You see 6 glowing red potions of that of healing, impressively large ones. 2 sort of esoteric bottles with various like skull and crossbones on them.
I know that look in the eyes. Preparing? Oh. Hello.
So what do you?
Sorry, John's just a bit quiet.
Hello.
Yep, I hear you. Go for it. I don't think you heard it, Devin.
Yeah.
I know that look in the eyes. You're preparing for stuff, right?
It's gonna happen eventually.
About that. And you'll just like find a seat and sit over. Do you mind if I take a bit of your time? First, I'm not gonna lie. You're a bit of a dark mirror sometimes. Also a light mirror. I think you are. I see a bit of stuff I've gone through happening again. I want to ask you outright about some stuff that I don't know if anyone else would.
Okay.
You get kill Elder Farron?
Still weighing out the option.
Or is it weighing?
Keeping him alive. Death is too good a place for him. The afterlife, anyway. I believe that he should stay alive to atone for his sin.
How do you expect to get him to do that?
honestly haven't gotten to that part of the process yet, but I hope trial by combat humbles him.
Nods. And after that,
Not sure.
what are you expecting on your end?
Expecting a weight to be lifted off my shoulder. Breathe relief. This demon, my back, unclench its grip. It's been this hole with Elder Farron has been an albatross that's I just want. Oh,
And you're certain that's going to let the tension up?
Are you guys talking?
I was. I said a thing.
I-
Am I being like quiet here, or
am I?
I don't know. There was. Do you think that's gonna let the tension up and then silence?
I don't know. He says I don't know.
okay?
I think it's just the dramatic pauses.
Okay.
I didn't hear the I don't know. Anyways, but you're still going to run into this.
No way.
Sorry, say that again. Is John like kind of choppy for anyone else?
I can't keep running away.
And what are you running from? He's not tracking you down, is he?
I'm sure there are people in the tribe that are just like me, but have the resources to do what I want, run away, survive, means soul, chance encounter, and learn how to become strong. More people are going to be crushed under his thumb, and I much longer that stand.
And your best option is humbling him with combat to get those people justice, not ending them here and now.
It is certainly able. Humbling him doesn't work.
Sorry, if humbling him doesn't work.
Hmm?
Your end of sentences are getting cut off if humbling doesn't work.
Humbling doesn't work, I don't know what will. Maybe I do blow his head up. What then? Maybe the tribe that I left would see me as a monster. I don't.
Do you think he would kill you?
That has a.
And you're willing to bet your life on all of this?
The odds aren't great, but I suppose so. Maybe this is my march to the gallows, but for sure until it happens.
So, you're hoping through the weight off your shoulders. You're intending to stop him from putting other people through what you've been through.
Yeah.
And you're betting that the way to do that is to beat him one-on-one.
If there's anything he values more than anything, it's his pride.
What if this is the one chance you get? What if this is the one chance you get to stop him from crushing others under his heel? And trial by combat and humbling him, but keeping him alive doesn't work. Do you think you're going to have another chance to take his head off before he has time to do more damage to the world around him?
I'm not sure. No. That's the thing I'm uncertain about. Maybe I'm naive that he change with a bit of humility. He was brought to a point where the person that he cared the least about would return one beating the trial by combat. So I don't know. I don't know. I've theorized that crushing loss changes people. I don't.
There's a roll of his tongue over Ash's teeth. I can say for good people that's the case.
He's no good man.
That's, I know for me, crushing loss brought me down. Made me worse. What if he gets irrational? What if the breaking of his spirit doesn't make him be better, makes him worse? Makes him grind his heel that bit harder, makes him lash out at whatever's around him once you two are done.
Right. It's,
I think that all got cut off there, John.
I can't leave this to chance.
So what's your contingency?
I don't know.
Well, you got one standing right in front of you.
For that.
Say that one again, sorry.
Thank you for that.
And
I've
the rest
never
of
known
them.
anyone to have known me for such a small amount of time and been willing to do so much.
Like I said, I see a lot of similar choices.
Well,
If you do, if something happens where you decide you gotta put him in the ground, that his atonement isn't worth the damage he can do. Are you ready to do that? We've done self-defense. Hell, we've gone after people more directly. But this one would be just you. Are you back, John?
Yeah, I'm back. Hi.
We've gone after people, but this would be you directly taking a life, intentionally, coordinated. Are you feeling up to that?
I suppose there might not be another choice.
And ask if there's a choice. Ask if you're feeling like you can.
Dreams of killing him. In the desert. Cold on cold nights, I'd keep myself thinking how I'd snuff him out. It's dark, but kept me alive. I wouldn't die. I got to. And here I am. It's. Suppose it might be a him or me situation. I think I'm up for it.
It's never that simple. There's always something you can do. Better ways to go about it.
I hope so.
I had an old job with my old crew a while back. I had just joined on not too long ago. I was close to your age. It was, best way you could put it is a hit. We had done protection. We'd rounded out bandits. But this was a name to go for. And I got sat down and I got asked if I was in the position, could I go after a guy who didn't swing at me first? Who didn't take a shot at me from the bushes, steal my coin purse? Are you certain everything he's
Yeah.
done in the world has brought only pain? Sure, he doesn't have someone in his life, doesn't know about how horrible of a bastard he is. Someone you're gonna either drag his name through the dirt or just outright tear away from. You don't gotta know the answers to all this. You're probably, yeah, I'd go out on a limb and say you're one of the smartest people I know. If not the. But some answers aren't simple, don't only have one answer. Things like that. So I guess what I'm trying to say is not that you need to know everything going into this, just you need to know every uncertainty that you're going to run into. You need to know when to go by the seat of your pants. And it can be hard to tell where that line is between things you actually have prepared and things you have to take at the moment. Is he a spellcaster?
Hmm?
Is he a spellcaster?
No.
Alchemist
The
like
other
you?
was philosopher. No, he's no alchemist. He's to be honest, he's a bit
Cut out. He's a bit of a.
brute.
Does he use a weapon?
Yeah,
One-handed, two-handed.
two-handed.
Go for one of his hands. Take his fingers off, break his wrist. Make it hard for him to swing.
It's towards the poison on his desk.
Say that one again.
He looks towards the potions on his desk. I've got a couple things in mind.
Does he wear armor?
Let one repeat that one.
Does he wear armor?
No.
Does he get angry?
Very.
Gotcha. Well, I know some of those types got weird stuff to them, but you're not swinging a weapon at him. Not easy, not traditionally at least. Got anything for the eyes?
He picks up one of the potion bottles. I do.
Perfect. Well, I think that's the most I got for you.
No. It's been helpful. Thank you.
Once all this is said and done, either you've taken them down temporarily or permanently, let me know if the tension doesn't go away.
I'll be sure to do that.
Never did for me. You just learn to bear with it a bit.
Keep that in mind.
And he gives a wave and walks out the door.
I'm gonna sit back in his chair. Just sit back. Think about everything that was just said.
Out of curiosity, does Asher like bump a Dester?
Yeah, who would that?
And just turn a corner, glance. You do, huh?
Yeah, me too. I figured you'd get there first.
Give him a few minutes. Though I'm gonna assume you're gonna be a bit gentler.
What did you say to him?
Things you probably wouldn't get from the rest of you.
That killing people is difficult? and that it always stays. Things like that.
Tilts his head. It's more with the revenge.
And no matter the violence that you give, the hate that you feel, it doesn't go away. I've already told him this, that it will
Shakes his head.
stay.
Not just that. If he needs to kill the man, frankly, he should.
I don't disagree with you. He's causing issues. I can see it. It's funny, now that there's a name, it almost feels like there's presence. I don't trust that what was done to those outside the gathering's borders was a pure magical accident. I think he was behind it. I truly do.
Oh,
And
If you can get something that'll pin that on him, I'm sure that'll help Purvis' efforts.
Oh. I plan to analyze when we go to face this man. I'd like to see what sort of monster hides behind the facade of an elder. Anyways,
Have you considered if he's not all bad?
I have. But the thing about those kinds of people, Ashta, when Fergus talks about him, it's very familiar language he uses. The thing about those kinds of people is that there are those who will die for them. They have people who love them, people who will die for them, same as everybody else.
Bit close to the mic there, John.
Sorry. That was an accident.
But the thing is, people like that can put on an act. I've seen it. I've watched it. I've fallen for it. Time and time again. And over time, you get good at picking up the tells. Noticing that the look in their eyes isn't fully earnest. That the twitch of that smile is just a bit too malicious. Subtle things that somebody who's never come in contact with a person like that before would never be able to tell. So, I believe that there are attributes of him that might not be all bad. But 10% of goodness doesn't outweigh the 90% of the contrary. Do you understand what I'm saying?
He nods. Though I do think you're walking in with quite a bit of certainty on someone who hasn't been in your life like he has Fervis.
I've seen the way Fergus's eyes look when he talks about him. And I know that look very well. I've seen it in the mirror hundreds of times, in still water, flashes of armor, polished glass. I know that look. And I know that whatever memories he's associating with that look of that person, I'm pretty confident. I believe what Fergus says. However, if I'm wrong, then I will gladly concede to the concept that I was wrong. But I go into this with caution, just as you do, but I know that look. And I know those eyes. So,
What if you're wrong and he needs to die anyways?
if I'm wrong and he needs to die or he dies. I didn't hear you.
The little, I don't know, let's call it 50-50. Or that still means he has to go. What if it's the 10% is only the bad one? What if Fervus only saw the 10%? Is his experience worth ending a man who's done 90% good?
Frankly, don't think that's going to be up to us to decide.
No, that's the thing, is you can never know.
I understand
I understand the ease of looking into something like it's a monster, but the real essence in taking that life is betting on yours and knowing the opposite could be possible. That's what I think, at least. That's what I let him know.
that.
Is that he's going to be ripping him away from someone. He's going to be okay with that. Otherwise, it's going to drag on him.
He has to be okay with ending not just one person's life, but the aspect of hundreds. Just because you kill somebody, they're not gone. They stay.
And if he doesn't kill him, he could still be doing harm. There's no good choice here.
There isn't.
You gotta be certain with that uncertainty, though. That's what I told him.
Good. I'm glad he was able to hear it from you. He'll take it more seriously. He respects you a lot. Looks up to you in a way that reminds me of the younger sibling.
Don't know about that one. But, he probably needs some emotional closeness after that, and, I'm not one for it.
Ashta, I'm the second eldest out of 10 children. I know what the look of a younger sibling looking up to an older is.
Put a lot of stock in glances.
I'm nature. I read emotions. I read people like books. Every scar is a story, every twitch an indicator, every glance furthering along the plot. When children are young and are unable to speak verbally, you have to rely on the looks they give, on the way they move, the noises, the sounds they make. I'm very good at reading people. I lost it. But I'm getting there.
I'm not sure if it's impressive or saddening that you can equate people to books. I'm sure some god out there has this all in a little soul library or something.
Probably. But at the end of the day, fate is never set in stone. You can go out one day planning on something and find that by the end of the day you've done something completely different. Nothing is set in stone. No matter what a god tries to claim.
And if they claim it's not set in stone,
Then I take out my chisel and I make my own path in the stone that they claim it not to be. Whatever it takes to define.
I'll be honest, I'm losing your metaphor.
Yeah, that's fair. Honestly, I'm exhausted.
Then use the rest of your energy on one who needs it more. Pats her on the shoulder, walks off.
Oh, and good luck with Rosalind!
gonna pretend I didn't hear that. And keeps walking.
I still kind of watch him go for a little bit. Then once he's out of sight, she'll head towards Fergus.
All right, Purvis, the door creaks open, and Esther is there as you finish kind of settling from the conversation with Ashta.
I suspected you'd follow up as well.
You can't really expect to be going into something like this and not have me here.
I mean, yeah. That's fair.
So, I ran into Ashta. He said some pretty heavy shit, huh?
Yeah. Asked me if I was willing to take a mortal life, and honestly, I'm unsure.
Good. If you were sure about it, I'd be terrified. The fact
I
that
thought
you
I
were-
was. Now, I'm not so much.
Esther will sit across from him and just. You were so sure before because you were blinded by anger and rage and fear, and quite frankly, they were well deserved. But now, there's a time limit. It's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when. And you have to come to terms with the fact that your decisions in this will have consequences, whether they be good or
Yeah.
bad.
Yep,
And it's a lot.
it is.
And it will weigh on you. And in the moment, you're not going to have time to step back and think and decide. Your actions are going to be instantaneous. And when the dust settles, whatever you have decided on in those briefest of seconds, that will remain. You can go into something like this planning and preparing, and that's good. It's good not to just go into something like this blind, but you don't know how you're going to act in those moments. No matter how much you prepare and think you do, you think you know, you don't. And if you can come to terms with that something that you decide in that moment might not be what your rational mind agreed to. If we can come to terms with that, it will flow a lot easier.
Yeah.
You said he was a fighter, right?
Yeah.
What's his... I'm assuming he has a bit of a temper?
Yeah. That's understating it.
Does he fight with a weapon?
Yes.
Fergus, you're getting a weird bit of deja vu here.
Yeah, I feel like yeah.
That's the thing.
I have had this conversation.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Does he move? How does he... Does he stand? How does he stand? Feet apart, feet together when he fights. Does he rely on his feet a lot? Footwork. Is that important to him?
He's usually rushing down an opponent, but and he gives a shrug.
If speed is something he relies on for strength, go for his ankles.
And just like he's just like I'm getting a weird feeling of
he's like superimposing the Ashta conversation on top of the Esther conversation because it's
Ashta.
basically the same.
Ashta, go for the
I like to-
wrist. Esther, go for the ankles. Fervus, that's 2 different targets.
I like to imagine Fervus walks into the fight and for a second it's like Fallout bats. 29% chance on the hand.
Just like 7, just like spend all of my AP on ankles and wrists.
Oh my god.
Blow his arms off. Hell yeah!
It's but a flesh wound. No. He reminds me a bit of my brother. My brother Corrales, when he fights, he relies a lot on speed. Not necessarily in terms of dexterity, but in terms of rushing an opponent head on, catching them off guard. I have a feeling you're looking at me weird. Did Ashta tell you to go for the same thing?
Wrists.
Wrists? That's a good idea.
He wields it. And he pantomimes the like a great sword.
Oh, in that case, go for the wrists first.
Yeah.
If you can shatter his wrists,
I love this entire conversation.
yeah, sure. Does he wear bracers? Or gloves or any of the sort? Or is he more traditional in terms of armor?
He pulls a timepiece out. I swear I had this conversation like 5 minutes ago. Not to be snide or anything.
No, that's fair. Regardless, you're going to do what you're going to do. No matter the advice I give you, or the advice Ashta gives you, or the advice anybody gives you. Your decisions are going to ultimately be your own.
Hmm.
But just know, I will be there.
Yeah.
I won't step in. I will stand by, and I will watch. And the moment you need me, call, and I will end the fight.
You'll be the official witness to the trial.
I will. I'd be honored.
Thank you.
I will bear witness with everything I hold as a matron. And should he fall, be unable to stand, unable to fight, or should you, I will end the combat.
Okay.
I'll be the witness. And I'll make sure that. Just know that whatever you do decide, I stand beside you. If it comes
Thank
down
you.
to it, and he ends up, you know, kicking the proverbial bucket, I'll still stand behind you.
You've done so much for me in so little time.
I won't say anyone would have done the same, because I know other people wouldn't have, but I trust you. And I care about you. And we all do. You're not alone anymore. You have us, and you have a family, and you have something that you are helping make. But I do have one last warning. He will try to goad you.
Yeah.
You are not a fighter that fights up close. No matter what he says, no matter what he does, teases, pushes, prods, snaps your wires, breaks your buttons, whatever he does, Fergus, you do not get close. Do not attempt hand to hand. Do not attempt to go at him with a melee weapon. You stay away and you throw your bombs, and you throw your poisons, and you don't let him get close. Because once you do, one swing of that sword, And that's going to leave you on the underside of this combat.
Yeah.
So, the one thing I can offer you, genuine advice, do not let him goad you into flying into a rage and attacking without thought. You are smart and analytical. At the end of the day, use his rage and his pride to your advantage. The more you defy, the angrier he will become. And eventually, he's going to make a mistake. And that's when you strike.
Yeah.
Esther's a matron, man. She knows emotions like the back of her fucking hand.
Yeah. Yeah.
This is her, like, that's her shit. That was what I was coming to tell Fervis, was, yo, he's gonna try to fuck with your head. Don't let him.
I mean, to be fair, you led with go for the ankles.
This is
I thought he relied a lot on footwork. I didn't know he fought with a weapon. Esther in character didn't know he fought with a weapon. She thought he relied on footwork.
No,
I
this
love
is
this.
great.
Can I say?
he is,
Can I?
he's
I
a
throw in a re-
barbarian.
Can I throw in a
am trying to put it
request?
across.
Can I throw in a request that Asha sends Fervis one vein?
Sure.
I'll throw it in the chat.
Oh god, what is it?
There it is. The rail
He's
advice.
walking away. Oh
Amazing.
no. Rayla's not here.
And
Also, John, I will say, he may not be exactly as you remember him.
I'm sorry. I'm just imagining as I'm like describing Elder Farron. There was like a part of me that's like maybe like Conrad got it wrong, and he's like, like a monk or something. I'm like, oh shit, it's not.
Yeah, I'm looking at my notes right now. It's like, 2 + 2 = 5.
He's either a barbarian or a battle master. You'll be fine.
Oh, I know. I've already made the sheet. I know I'll be fine.
Yeah, I know you'll be fine.
I'm making the
I'm
sheet right now.
No,
6
hey,
ways from Sunday.
It was made last time.
Yeah.
Connor was
He made
making-
it in the middle of last session. Excuse you.
Yeah, he was. Yeah, sorry. I'm
You
sorry.
think I had time to you think I had time to do anything except for traumatize you guys last session? How dare you?
That every week.
How dare you?
well,
But
Fervis, I don't think there's really much else advice I can give you on this. Just don't let him goad you. That's how people like him win. If he can get you angry and blind, your strategies will fall.
Yeah.
One of the secrets of being a warrior is channeling your emotions into your fighting. Use that against him.
wait for Fergus to develop a depression bomb.
There's more than one ways to kill a man. They don't just have to be physically.
And Fervis immediately remembers Ashta's recent feign.
That's exactly when it hits.
Yep.
Are these two coordinating this? What's happening here?
Are they fading each other?
What was in that tea?
Now, what else do you have to do tonight?
Rest.
Good, that's the right answer.
Oh, it was a test.
Oh, it
Go
was
to
a
bed.
test. It was either
Mom?
that or she was gonna take him to bed. You can fucking carry him. Do you want to sleep in your room, or do you want to have a sleepover? Would that be more comfortable? Ease your worry a bit?
Sure.
Come with me. She's gonna hold out a hand. She's gonna hold
No,
out
that
a hand.
quote is perfectly correct.
Just having like 5 5 of the same conversation. God damn it. Zina's like, hey, Zina and Rosalind come up. Hey, I want to talk to you. Fuck.
Actually, speaking
Let's
of,
talk
in the
battle
meantime-
strategy.
Made just send the
in the
fan.
meantime- Oh, go ahead.
No, Zena made like for the joke of it, just sent a quick fan of just like throw a bomb at him.
Oh,
Good
yeah.
method for it.
Great, good.
I heard,
Good advice.
I heard everyone else
Great,
giving you
good advice.
advice. Here's throw a bomb at him. There's my advice.
First, like, fuck, why didn't I think of that?
I honestly, I was gonna rush him with a longsword. I don't know where my head was at.
Borrow mine. Borrow mine, you asshole. That's the best one out of anyone. Good night, ass.
You see, I had this whole plan with like a steel wire and like getting on his back, but you know what?
I was just gonna, yeah.
I
was gonna wrap myself.
I heard this weird thing you inject air into
I was
someone's
gonna
finger
chain
to
wrestle him. I
die.
don't know what I was thinking. I was just gonna
I was gonna try to get him to pick up
I heard
smoking.
the word peanuts.
put him
I was
in
gonna
a
slingshot
butt
peanuts
face
into his
lock.
mouth.
Huh? What?
I don't know
Peanuts,
what's being
slingshot a
said.
peanut into his mouth.
Oh my god, let the man speak!
No, that's it. I'm good.
Just, I don't know, man. I was gonna chain wrestle him or something. I don't know.
I don't know, bro. I was gonna wrap myself in barbed wire and swing myself at him like a fucking flail.
just got him with like a headlock. Just like, you can hit him. You can hit him.
As the proverbial camera pans back for a second and pans over about a few rooms over as Rosalind knocks on the Duke's door.
Knock, knock,
Oh
knock.
no! Oh no!
Are you awake?
Yeah, hold on 1 second. Hey, you're rustling inside and the sound of him kind of briefly stumbling towards the door as he kind of opens up in pretty much just a bathrobe,
I am.
but with like a pair of oh, Johnny got a bit of background there.
No. That was intentional. Just like
Oh,
rustling around, just like shake a plastic bag. I was just like kicking things over, just like.
Not quite. You hear him getting ready to see Rosalind, and he opens up the door, and he says, "You look
I'm.
sweaty."
I'm sorry to disturb you, but this is important.
Right.
I told Ashta I wanted to marry him.
What? As we hard cut to Ashta. No.
Ash,
I
without
sense a
even knocking,
disturbance in the force.
without even knocking, opens Carson's room.
Hey! He kind of like pulls a blanket over himself like an offended lady.
Yeah,
Can I help you?
takes a chair, sits down. I can't believe you.
What?
Rosalind just brought up the possibility of marriage. Cut.
What? As we hard cut back to Purvis.
Oh my god! Alright. Nessa will kind of hold out her hand. Ready for bed?
Sure. Yeah.
Come with me. And Esther will basically, I guess, let him get changed into pajamas and then lead him towards her room, where I'm assuming Jade and Guriel are?
Oh yeah. Garil is still awake, but Jade is long asleep, like splayed out like a starfish on your bed.
Jade is passed the fuck out. Nessa will just kind of walk in, Purvis in tow.
He kind of just looks at you like, "Oh hey, how'd it go?"
Ha ha. Ha.
As two whats echo out through the castle.
I was almost tempted to like as Esther was doing the thing, just go what? Just like 3 whats. echo through.
This is weird harmonization. They're all in like different registers. It's really impressive, really.
Honestly, valid. A lot of self-realizations about death and letting go and moving on and accepting things, and I watched my dad die, so that was nice. But anyways,
At least you didn't have to kill someone this time.
I didn't kill anyone last time.
Ego death, proverbial. Bad joke. Sorry about
Valid. Regardless, Fervus is going to sleep over tonight.
that. You get this like look on his face, looks Fergus up and down, and just goes, "Do you want to make s'mores?"
Sure. What are those?
Oh my god. Oh my god. He gets up, like looking like fervently back and forth. Hold on, I'm right back.
So
I
time
lived
for
in the desert for
lighting.
2 years. What? I lived in the
there's
desert
gonna-
for like 5 years. What are s'mores?
S'mores are whenever we were by the mountains. Generally, they would have s'mores. But here,
You
watch.
still haven't told me what it is.
He shoves back in the door holding chocolate and marshmallows and some graham crackers. Okay, I can't produce a fire myself. I need you guys to do that part. But
Esther will look to the
And,
floor.
Fervus points to
Flame.
Esther.
Esther just kind of
you
looks.
could also
to
cast Bruce Flame.
She just,
Oh yeah.
you know, on the ground.
At one point, Jake kind of wakes up and kind of looks at you, Fergus. You feel like a telekinetic tug on your shirt towards her.
Ugh, oh. What the heck?
Jade is like trying to get you to come towards her.
And he walks towards Jade.
Puts her arms up to be lifted.
Lifts, but like the weird, like someone who's never
What is
held
this
a
thing?
baby sort of lift.
Yeah, she just kind of smiles and just like, higher.
First, just gets set on fire, like ah!
No, not fire, higher.
Fire. Just a whole Lion King style.
Yep. She starts giggling. You guys watch Esther and Grill as in the background as Fergus is looking one direction. Jade is cooking a s'more over his shoulder with telekinetics and slowly drifts it in front of his face. S'more.
Esther drops
And
it.
he just like
Esther
hesitating,
just looking.
just like slight hesitation, opens his mouth.
S'more.
And the s'more floats in.
Yep.
Not bad.
Esther's just gonna slowly look to Gareel and just
He's just looking at you like, I know you're not always home, but you get used to it.
how long has she been cooking things?
This is the first time. Like I said, you get used to it.
I've seen the floating, that's fine. I've seen the telekinesis, that's cool. I watched her blow out her biological father's eardrums. That was something else.
I'm pretty sure she just read our minds and found the recipe, I'm gonna be honest.
Speaking of which, that was something I needed to tell you about. All of her magic is evocational.
Of a sort. It's elementally skilled at breaking things down, I guess you could say. It evokes something from other planes. It evokes psionic power. There's debates onto what category psionics would technically fall in, yeah.
But it's all of
Bit
the
close.
magic.
John, you're like right next to the mic.
Yes. Every ability she has, everything I've seen so far. John, you're breathing right into the mic.
Oh, sorry.
Kissing it. Give it a little kiss.
It's the sound of him eating the s'more.
I know, it's killing me.
Just like right behind us. Right behind
Yeah,
us.
then he notices
Fergus
the
is just like
conversation, he's
leaning
oh,
over
fuck.
Esther's shoulder, just loudly eating a s'more into her ear.
Exactly. He's oh fuck, I shouldn't be. He fucking carries Jade away to a farther part of the room and he starts eating more quietly.
Just
Anyways, you were saying that, Esther.
everything I've seen her do so far, it's only been magic based for herself. Does that make any sort of sense?
I mean, we can talk infant psychology of the fact that they technically don't tend to develop the idea of another breathing, living person with requirements until up to the age 2. So
She is too.
she's a weird kind of 2.
That's understandable.
She'll be okay. If she needs
We got
training on dangerous magic control, we've got you. If she needs emotional support, she's got both of us. If for some ungodly reason she wants to be a historian, she's got me.
I don't think she'll fall into that.
Oh, I hope not. It's such a boring job. He kind of smiles and so I've been looking into that book you got me, the one from underwater.
Anything interesting?
It's a Bible of sorts. One that got corrupted, kind of magically. The text is the same, but yeah, it's as far as I can tell, a previously unknown underwater religion.
That's incredible.
Yeah, I'm gonna bring it to the next time we get to a historian's area. I would have gone to Valeri, but you know. Anyways, I think we have more pressing matters as he kind of looks to Fervis. Fed probably his third or fourth s'more.
More.
She knows not to use what she has to hurt. That she knows.
She's a good kid. She's
There was
not.
something.
She's
Go
not
on.
violent. She's just dangerous, kind of like you.
Fair enough. But there's something else. When I ran into Hulliver, he was claiming of nightmares. And constant nightmares of a child crying over and over. He couldn't sleep. It was horrible. She didn't cause that.
Do you know that for
Yes.
sure?
She told me everything she's done so far. I don't know why she wouldn't be honest about that.
She might not have realized she was doing it. But that's discussion for another night. You've had a long day, my dear. So, pillow fights, then we all get some rest.
I can agree to that.
He slowly pulls a pillow out of the duat and hands it to you. Pulls out a second one for himself as you both turn to Fervis. And
Why look at me like that?
with that, we will cut to Xenia.
Hello.
As, are you doing anything particular with this night?
Probably like gonna go see Sammy. Like bring
You
over
knock on her
some.
door. You open up and she's got a pair of spectacles on and by candlelight is doing some more work, and she looks at you with a smile. Hey.
And you brought over like a couple glasses and a bottle of non-alcoholic bubblies. Just go. You want a drink?
Oh,
Not
yeah, sure.
not actual booze, but like some.
Yeah, sure thing. Come here. She kind of backs you over and she wraps her arm around your waist for a quick hug.
Remember Xenia shirtless right now.
One. Sorry?
Remember Xenia shirtless right now. From the last time, they
You know what?
wouldn't.
Fair point.
They wouldn't stop to put a shirt on.
Hold on.
Roll that with save.
She's so distracted she doesn't even notice. She's still focused. Because when she kind of finishes the last line and she looks up to you and just goes, "Oh!" She looks to your chest and just goes, "Hello." Looks back up to you. Why?
We did the vision stuff. It was, yeah. It was interesting. It's really interesting. The stuff they have there's interesting. So I courting?
What about it?
me court you.
Is you being shirtless your attempt to do that?
Could be the beginnings of such. Depends on how you're taking this.
I mean, I'm a little bit tired tonight, but
Oh, I know. I'll be honest with you. If everyone else sort of figured out they were getting married, and I've only been with you for like a week, and I don't want to like say it, but like fate does some stuff.
I mean, the first thing I ever did when I saw Rosalind was propose to her, so I guess I can't really be surprised.
So I can sit here and actually openly propose to you because that's what you were going to do for Rosalind, but it can still can be
Absolutely not.
Oh, okay.
We have so many things to do right now.
I'll try next week.
All right, sure.
Yeah.
So you're gonna share, or are you just gonna hold that drink and taunt me?
I brought 2 glasses for Rizzo. Come on, like just go wrap
You gonna hand me one? Or-
He like just reaches out, wraps another arm around her shoulder, and just kisses the top of her head. Oh, you're cute. Does this count as a political marriage?
Technically, every marriage is
Christ.
enough.
What'd she say?
Technically, every marriage is political if you're skeptical enough.
Like really political, because like slightly for trade deals, but mostly because I love you.
You marrying me for my trade deals?
No, I'm marrying you because I love you.
Why bring up the trade deals then? Now I'm paranoid.
No, because isn't that what? That's
She looks at you. She's very clearly teasing you.
Oh, you little.
Look, you make fun of me all the time, and you came in shirtless, okay? And it's a defense mechanism.
I'd be paranoid too if I get paranoid around you all the time. You're really cute.
I think that's called nervous, not paranoid. What Ash does is paranoid.
Nah, he's got his wits about him. I respect him. So
You don't have your wits about you enough to be paranoid.
Dean just like kisses her and just kisses her as she like as they open the bottle.
Yep, as you guys enjoy the night of back and forth. Like 5 minutes in, she goes, "Okay, no, seriously, put on her shirt. That's super distracting."
Well, you have to give me one of your shirts then, because I'm not going back to my room.
Fine. She like rustles into her dresser and hands you like the puffiest sweater she has.
I'd love to tease you more, but you seem to be slightly preoccupied.
See, I'm trying to help you finance a war.
I have one in between. But I am planning a menu though, so I may work alongside you until one or both of us pass out.
But sure.
We have to plan for that gathering, but fall asleep, I can run my finger through your hair this time.
Yeah, sure. Can I be the taste tester when you start cooking?
Oh fuck yeah.
Oh,
I got 30 hors d'oeuvres planned already.
Oh, thank God.
I'll make
All right.
sure to give you not the spicy ones.
I'll try one. I gotta be a good and honest integral taste tester.
Okay.
And she kind of walks over to you and settles her meditation so that her arms are wrapped around your back so that you can write comfortably.
Mm-hmm.
And with that, unless Tinchuk and Tornik have any shenanigans going on. In the background, there's a cat that's... I'm trying to make a cat snoring sound. I can't do it, unfortunately.
You do not have the baritone for a cat that size.
Yeah, that's a rumble that shakes the forest floor.
I might be able to do it if I shift my Adam's apple.
Just don't. It's okay.
Don't half the Adam's apple you already have.
I have both halves. They're just in the wrong place. I'm serious. Hold on, I gotta... My cat's being a bitch. 1 second. Take 5 minutes.
Regardless.
So you mean like as they go to transmit, like Faint Rosalind just go, "Hey, I have an idea for the marriage stuff, but like it doesn't have to be today. I'll let you know later." Just very tired and groggy.
There's probably a feign back along lines of, "I'll let you know when it's all right to talk to me about that. I have had quite the conversation along those lines very, very, very recently."
Did you? Did you tell your dad?
Yes. I had to.
Okay, I've also attended some Anther weddings and sort of know those traditions. Don't you have to technically ask Orion?
Yes. I don't have to do it right away, but I will.
Can I be there while you do it?
I'm debating whether I should use a dream spell.
Can I observe?
Not if it's in a dream spell. I'll. Mm,
Can
it's
you
supposed
tell
to-
me what happens later?
I'll tell you when it happens and if it goes well, but it's supposed to be done in a little bit more private.
I'll ease your anxiety at least with that. Orion, like, I feel like he'll just shrug and go, oh, it's his life.
It's still a little nerve-wracking.
It really is. The dude doesn't have, like, any emotion in his face half the time.
Oh, he does. It's just buried a little.
Yeah, maybe like next time I see him, it'll be there. Like, but like you did good today. Like, damn, look at you go. Also, I'm planning something for like the food menu for the gathering. I'm gonna spend like the last 3 days towards the peace talks, planning everything and preparing. Can I maybe do something that has a surprise spice because I don't want to deal with all those aristocrats and want to tell at least some of them to fuck off, but subtly with spicy food?
Do you have a way to target it specifically to those individuals?
No, it's just gonna be a surprise.
Love it.
It's unwise, but...
But lots of pretzel bites. No one can say no to pretzel bites.
Put a secret mark of some kind on the ones that are spicy so that those who are in the know or are observant enough can ignore them.
Oh, you put logic to my chaos. I love you.
Alright. And with that, unless you guys have any other major events before the night is out,
Passing out.
Yeah.
with that, you all can take a light rest. As yeah, a long rest.
Okay.
And whoever has sleep training, to go ahead and roll that.
I
As we
am
move-
several days behind on Rosalind's sleep training. I'm going to do it all at the
Me
end.
as well.
Woo!
Damn, double nat 20s. You guys can't see Xenia's. Double nat 20s. Alright, so first, go ahead and give me a sleep training check if you so desire. John. There we go. Alright, success. So go ahead, you can mark this extra 8 hours for whatever is above 60 hours for you.
9 plus 4.
Sorry?
9 plus 4.
13.
Thank you.
Right? Yeah, 13. Yeah, so with that, you all can give me a d20 to see how your rest goes.
Oh.
At one point of the night, Xenia being the last one awake and the most observant, you do hear the sound of Carson jumping around in his room, whooping.
He's probably gonna just go and just like, what the fuck are you doing?
Do you walk in or you...
Knock on his door, because this is just like, if I'm hearing it, I really hope no one else is, because then you can't gauge how loud he's actually being in terms of like sleepy.
He looks at the door, he looks at you, and he gives you a hug and closes the door and...
Carson, what? Fane doing? What the fuck's going on, man?
Get married! I never thought I'd see the day!
Okay, you shut up for 5 minutes, I'll jump around with you.
No. And he shuts off the fan.
Wow!
No.
You watch as Carson opens the door, hugs Xenia, close the door again. Dora, your secret's safe. And he keeps jumping around with you, excited. He's...
Did you see Ashton? Oh, Xenia was feigning, wait.
Yeah. Ashton, for about the past 10 minutes, he's been acting like this astute grandfather who was so worried that his kid was too much of a rabble house to ever get married, especially to such a refined young lady, like it's some sort of aristocratic marriage. At the very least, Rayla would be proud of the absolute
See.
buffoonery that he is pulling.
Wisdom save. He doesn't immediately strangle him.
I'm sure it gets there at one point. He's laughing the whole time. You can see he's genuinely got happy tears going down his face.
Mm-hmm. At a point, he just like grabs him by the neck and up against the wall. It's like, listen, arsehole, the whole reason I came to you first is because I need to know what the fuck to do.
I have no fucking idea, my man.
Well, shit.
Look, I'll fuck with a lot of things. I'm not gonna fuck with your marriage, man. I got no clue what I'm doing here. I'll be your best man, though.
Oh,
Come on, I have a fancy cane that I've been looking for an excuse to walk around with. I look like a gentleman, I swear.
just. I'll consider you being the one to watch the fire. Other than that,
Watch.
Hmm?
I'll take it. I'll take it.
out of character is the thing that's talked
yeah,
about. Right?
Remember, yeah. It took me a second.
Yeah.
Northern traditions.
Northern tradition equivalent of best man.
And he just. So, have you told the Duke? And with that, we'll hard cut to the morning. So, as you all awake, well rested, Tintuk and Tornuk, you have a furry blanket who seems to have loafed on top of you guys, either for warmth or provide warmth. It's kind of unclear. The rest of you wake up relatively late in the day for you guys. You all have a tendency to be up pretty early in the morning. Obviously, Xena is the exception here.
Yeah, baby.
Yep, Xena, you get up early enough and
Breakfast time.
make bacon.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, or whatever you're making, your choice.
I was doing research. I was doing research.
True, but you still wake up before everyone else would.
Oh yeah.
With that, you guys can gather for the morning, as usual, coerced out of your rooms by the scent of Xena's cooking.
I'm testing out my recipes for the peace talks. So this morning you're gonna get some for the next 8 days. You're probably gonna get some really gourmet shit. So this morning is coconut pancakes with banana and creme fraiche with homemade caramel sauce on top, and a side of seasonal fruits with sugar or honey on top or on the side, and fresh squeezed citrus.
Okay, go ahead and give me a cooking check.
Xenia, I'm gonna use Fane.
Okay, go for it.
Xenia!
Oh no! It's only the first.
So, it's been a while since you've done gourmet cooking. Actually, that being said, you probably have never done gourmet cooking properly.
Proud of myself for that. What a bitch.
For a first attempt, it's better than most of the meals you've ever cooked before Fane. Actually, it's probably better than all the meals you've ever cooked before Fane. So, it still tastes good. You guys make your way out, and it's good. It's a little bit heavy on the sugars.
Yeah, Ashes and Sound, this is violently sweet.
I will say, because of Ashta, I did make plain ones on the side for those who wanted to control the intake. It is also listed in my Google Doc of recipes.
I'll take your word for it, don't worry.
Yeah.
You've honestly had much worse fare in political dinners. It's not bad at all. You've also had better though. You know Xena can't do better.
This isn't making my soul cry. What's up, Xenia?
Actually, it's probably better to start off a little bit slow. You don't want to hit them too hard the first day they're here.
Oh no, I just this is for I want to do for people who come a little earlier, because I feel like the first day is going to be people coming this is the entrance day. People come in different times throughout the day. I don't know. I've been focused on hors d'oeuvres, and I just thought this one, I just really wanted coconut.
Yep. In the meanwhile, Jade is sitting on the counter, levitating pancakes into her mouth.
Oh, again, Jade, you can't do that when the guests arrive.
Oh.
I'll make you an entire platter of your own, but you can't do it with the guests.
Okay.
Okay, deal. Xenia holds up for a high five.
And a little arcane hand appears and high fives you.
Hell yeah.
Asher looks over. You better be given the same one as mine, otherwise that kid's gonna be vibrating through the walls.
Oh, I'm giving her the plain ones. Don't worry. I'm sorry. You're getting the plain ones. You like the pancakes.
You with your two's perception can see floating behind Jade, like hidden behind her back, is the little container full of the powdered sugar.
Don't take my powdered sugar. That's one of my last ones.
She just nods happily.
Okay, put it down. I still see it out of the corner of my eye.
It disappears.
Jade, why did it just disappear?
Huh?
Did it like vanish or did it like fade? Like
You can't see it anymore. Xenia, you can see that it's sorry, Rosalind, you can still see that it's there. It's hidden behind some sort of illusion.
Rosalind's gonna get up. She's gonna go over, reach behind Jade, pluck the invisible container out of the air, and just go hand it to Xenia.
thank you.
She pouts.
Jade, you're adorable. I can't wait until you're like in your 20s.
There's a grimace on Ash's face.
Not that
Oh.
kind of stuff.
No, I didn't mean that. Just this kid is a handful.
Oh, she's great. I love her.
But with that, Fervus kind of zombie walks his way out of the door. Despite the good night's sleep, I imagine he always looks perpetually exhausted.
Valid. I know.
Hey.
Say Esther lassos Jade.
Definitely.
Just fucking pulls her over.
She settles into your arms happily, still floating a pancake over to her. But Fervus, you have the group here. The day is yours. What would you like to do? John, you are muted for talking. John.
Ah, sorry. Anyway, it's 100 hours to get a better boom cannon. Okay. Yeah.
So, what are you doing with the day? Where would you like to direct the party? As I imagine, if I'm not mistaken, a lot of the party's kind of keeping an eye on you, seeing what you want to do.
Asha looks over. What's the plan, Master of Ordnance?
Nice.
You see his face pale slightly.
Where do you want to go? What do you want to do?
I suppose there's no running from it anymore. I suppose we should confront Elder Farron today.
Ooh. Can we watch?
I mean, the more witnesses, the better.
Oh yeah.
I mean, as your official witness, I'm going to be there. And I'm
Of course.
What are we,
Pardon?
freelance witnesses?
Official witness, is he getting married?
No, in a genocide trial by combat, there needs to be a witness to it.
The fork in Ash's armored hands like bends slightly at the word married.
Xenia was looking at Ashton dead on with that one too.
Are you making a pointed statement at Ashta?
Maybe. I heard Carson last night, so.
Is
He's
that
always
what
up
the
to some shit.
thing was?
You guys,
He looks, Fervus looks towards Ashta. I suppose we're gonna burn that bridge when we get to it?
Yes.
Oh, you guys have so much in common now.
as you guys kind of begin discussing, Rayla floats her way in, looking absolutely hungover, and just floats over to Ash's shoulder, crawls inside the armor, and Ash, you feel her just curl up inside your pocket.
Hey,
Oh, what's that? Is that the consequences of your own action?
Didn't drive straight for the caramel sauce, huh, dear?
I'm so sad.
Why?
Not a good time, I'm presuming?
I forgot how many demons I have.
Yeah, I'm so sorry, but I did try to warn you.
I also drank way too much.
Yes, you did, and I'm presuming your trip was a lot stronger than the rest of ours.
Oh, it was so much fun. But I'm so sad.
Did
Fun?
you see God?
No. But I did see Ashton without stubble, and it was just as terrifying.
That's understandable.
There's a smack on the chest plate.
I can only
I'm-
deal with that like in the mornings.
I'm immune to all forms of pain, Ashta. You can do nothing to me. I am broken.
You can't kill me in a way that matters.
You can't kill me, I'm already dead.
Rayla, would you like
Yes.
to be asleep?
Kind of.
Rosalind starts humming.
Xenia, immediately you are filled with absolute fatigue.
Rosalind! Rosalind!
Into the caramel.
Rosalind!
She just holds up a finger, points towards the pixie, points towards Xenia, mimes plugging her ears.
Yeah.
Actually, you can already feel Rayla asleep in your pocket.
Wait, I'm immune to magical sleep. Never mind.
Yeah, this is a magic. This is Rosalind's a good singer.
Faye.
Rosalind, I know I taught you those. But come on,
No,
bro.
you didn't.
No, are these new?
This one came from the Feywild. Rosalind went to her patron and she asked for a pixie off switch. And she
Yep.
got it.
Smart. You just like
Rayla,
fading
Gordon.
Charles and just like, what did he teach you? What does he know?
Ashley gives a thumbs up for Rosalind.
Something very interesting, and she'll stop humming once she gets the signal that Rayla's asleep and just go back to her breakfast, finish up.
I've never slept in my life.
That's not true.
I've slept twice in my life.
There we go.
I'll try not to surprise you with it in the future, but
I appreciate it. God, I'm yawning.
sorry.
It's fine. I'll get the adrenaline back up when I see Fervus start kicking some ass today.
I can't wait.
Do you need anything from us, Fervus, before we go down there? John,
Still
you're muted.
John.
Anything? Sorry, what was it?
Rosalind asked if Fervus needs anything from the rest of the party before we go down there.
Not really. Prepared as much as I could, and
You've got
Ashley
the
tosses
bracelet.
over a bandana.
what's this?
Lets you breathe for 1 hour. If he tries to strangle you, if you need to gas him.
Right. He'll take the bandana on his arm.
It doesn't require any attunement or anything. Yeah, you just basically slip it on as a reaction. You can breathe for an hour freely.
Cool.
Oh.
So,
Fervus,
with
can I
that,
do something?
Oh,
good.
Sure.
This will be more so for intimidation. Deception, performance, just in case. Okay?
Huh.
Xenia's gonna faint to everyone except Fervus. Should I keep my diamonds on me? Like close?
Just in case,
Yes.
always.
Esther just faints back. Yes!
Okay, fuck, I got it.
Yes!
As you guys all pull the proverbial EpiPens out of the fridge.
Literally!
I was wondering, God, I should have made a hero's feast for today.
And as like a little thing, it's like Xenia, you're bringing the diamonds with you, aren't right?
Yeah, of course. Totally thought of that on my own volition. Did not have to ask for any reassurance on that. Yes.
Should be a given. I'm going into a life or death situation.
I didn't want to make any assumptions. Sometimes. Mm.
Well, in that case,
You think that's-
Fervus, you know the rules of childlike combat, yes?
Vaguely. This is player.
I think that's just.
Player Fervus probably would.
Okay. Yeah, because I don't remember them either. But basically just,
How about you let all of us know so we know what to look for if he plays dirty?
yeah, see, the thing is, the childlike combat thing wasn't something I've written.
No, that's what I was waiting for. I was like, just go ahead. I was like, no,
wanted
please
to
go
know-
ahead.
I wanted to know if John had written anything.
Well, firstly, there has to be. It's styled similarly to like an old timey duel, but instead of two guns.
John-
Huh?
Would you like me to let you know what the rules are?
Yes.
Because you said as the player you weren't sure.
Huh?
Because you said as the player you weren't sure. Would you like me to go ahead with it?
Sure.
All right. So, technically, trial by combat is not legal at the Gathering.
So are you
Yeah.
gonna go outside the walls?
In fact, it is heavily frowned upon.
Well, there's frowned upon and then there's illegal.
Yes, it's heavily frowned upon because technically Genasi don't have laws outside of you will become an exile if you do this. You won't get exiled unless you kill the person. That being said, you also shouldn't be doing it inside the Gathering at all. It's allowed outside of Gathering times, but technically this should be considered a peacetime. However, it is not infrequent that just by the nature of gathering, being a lot of people gathering together, that there are actually a tradition, if not a rule, to go to an old Genasi ruins. Most gatherings are at least nearby one, and they're frequent enough throughout the desert.
Mm-hmm.
So there has to be flowing water there. And just by nature of you guys living on a castle fucking a mile in the air, you guys would know of one nearby. And that is basically the only place that you would be, even within
sure.
the... Yeah, the only way that's, like, not gonna have you guys kind of looked in a very bad light to do so. That being said, technically, Elder Farron doesn't have the right to even ask for that kind of trial because of his status. Fervus, now being part of Esther's tribe, does have that right. So, if you would like to ask that, you have to do it off of the Genasi Gathering Grounds. You have to do it in the ruins. And if you are considering an official one, you can't kill him. If you would like to make it non-official and not get basically kicked out of the Gathering, you're free to kill him. And he's free to kill you.
I suppose this trial by combat will be off the books.
I figured we were going to go that route, considering.
You murdering
I
this
can't
dude?
leave things up to chance. He's hurt too many people.
You're killing him?
Yep.
Xenia holds up a hand for a high five.
Asha puts the hand down.
Aw.
Esther covers the eyes.
Jade puts her hands in the air, just like,
Murder!
He's done some shitty stuff. You know. You guys talked about this with him, right?
Can you
There was
spell
a-
murder?
You talked about this with him, right? Like, I don't like this isn't like the
Yes,
first time.
yes.
Okay.
No.
Yes.
Ashton and I had separate conversations with Fervus, but at
Oh,
the end of the day, what Fervus decides is of his own volition.
Okay, I'm just glad the high five wasn't like an automatic consensus thing. That makes me feel much better.
No,
Okay.
but Fervus, you know the rules. This can't
So-
happen anywhere near the gathering.
Of course not.
Before you even ask Elder Farron to trial by combat, you have to speak with him first and get him to agree to meet you at the ruins. You challenge him then and there could be issues.
Right.
He may take it upon himself to start the combat immediately, and that could get you in a lot of hot water. You're not in exile anymore.
I know.
You have to think those things through.
Question for Jam.
yes.
If Farron decides no, we're doing it right here, right now, because he said he didn't have to have that kind of thing, would Fervus be out of line for going against him in that situation?
He's obviously allowed to legally defend himself, but as stated, Fervus is the only one of the two of them who can even legally begin a duel.
Initiate a trial by combat, yeah.
Okay, he's the only one who could initiate it. So if Farron
Yes.
started something,
So it's technically not a duel if Farron starts it.
okay.
He
In that
doesn't
case,
have that right.
It's just
as-
assault.
okay.
yeah, it's literally just aggravated assault at that point.
Which is
Yeah.
also an option.
There is also a kind of general understanding, of course, that if you goad someone who isn't allowed to duel into dueling, you're not going to be looked well upon.
Yeah.
No.
But if he attacks me on sight, I am well within my right as a Genasi citizen to
Oh, it's
kick
just
his
a-
ass.
Yeah, you can always defend yourself.
Oh, of course. Good. Just gotta
get through all the legal jargon.
Jesus fucking Christ. Okay, let's go. Let's go get Fervus to go fight a dude. Fucking hell. Let's go. Let's go kick some. Let's go have Fervus kick some ass.
Yeah.
Okay, so where are you guys going?
We are going to go down to the gathering, and we are gonna look for some nice people and ask around.
Okay. So, anyone who would like to, go ahead and make a charisma check of your choice to convince people to kind of help you out and help you find this pseudo-political
Excellent.
figure that's been seen around. He's made himself
I
pretty well.
rolled to self.
What was it?
I rolled to self. Persuasion 26.
It's on recording. You're good.
That's true. Also, like, I just trust you guys with your rolls.
Mhm.
That too. All right.
I'll let you guys do the talking.
I
on
made
this
I
one.
made this for funsies.
Yeah, I'm just kind of going with the
Roxy.
Oh my god.
out of pure
Can-
and utter.
Okay.
Sorry, go ahead.
Would Asha be able to go like a different route with this with his background thing?
Yeah, Ashley would be able to, yeah. You
Okay.
can go ahead and make an investigation check.
Investigation.
This is just to join you guys.
Hi.
Yeah, Ken, there you go. Hey,
Oh,
you
I
got
love
got exactly
get-
the same
can we get
number as
Tornik?
Rosalind.
Can we
I
get
need to
Tornik?
pull up. I need to pull up Tornik's sheet.
Okay.
The power couple
What-
are the
what-
ones
what-
who find Farron.
Wait, did Tin, Tor, Asha, Rosalind, are we all going?
I don't
All of you
know.
guys?
It's just for
I
fun.
feel like
Yeah.
Ashton and Rosalind need to be there because it's Fervus. Tin and Tor are just, they're either
I
going to
imagine
be
Tin
there
and
or they're
Tor-
hanging out in the forest.
Yeah, they tagged along, and Xenia might have just like, "Hey, we're looking for this one guy."
Oh, okay.
Yeah, just
Alright,
like
fair.
if you ask around, his name's Farron, but like I don't. Sure.
Oh, hey, you guys, do you know a guy called Farn?
Yeah, I was gonna say Xenia would fuck up the name too.
Far-
Do you know Mr. Foreign?
Oh, yeah, that's
Farn?
probably what it was.
We're looking for a Fahrenheit.
Oh, Christ, I'm gonna. That's it.
Come right out
Oh
with
my
it.
god.
That's what I named him after.
Between Rosalind's conversational flawlessness and Ashta's general look of an angry man with a crossbow,
I've
You
heard of
guys
a
are-
man called Celsius.
you guys eventually find him
Kelvin?
basically sitting on the border between the exiled kind of ring around the Genasi gathering and the gathering itself. Fervus. He's seemingly in conversation with your former tribe, talking with a few of the members, some of the older ones, and a few of them look right to you when you guys begin walking close to them. They see the
As
new symbol on your arm of Esther's family. They're just kind of silently staring at you. Farron doesn't seem to have noticed you yet, as he is making some sort of impassioned conversation to them.
Farron.
He just kind of puts a hand up, like, hold on, not even paying attention to you.
He would.
Remember, keep your logic.
I know. And he's gonna cross his arms and wait.
You kind of stand there. Just out of curiosity, give me an intimidation check.
Me?
Can Rosalind help
Alright.
in any way?
Yeah, I'd say the general presence of the everyone can give you advantage.
I was gonna say, could the person literally on fire with a phoenix mark help?
Yeah,
Roland.
mostly Genasi.
Pardon?
Yeah, so go ahead and make roll intimidation with advantage.
Ugh.
Okay. You're not aiming to intimidate Farron. Don't worry.
No.
You do see a couple of your former tribes members that kind of are looking and whispering while Farron talks. And at one point he tells them basically to shut up, and let him, just they're being rude. And a few minutes later it starts up again. And he finally looks at what they're looking at, and he sees you, and you just see with his normal angry expression, he instinctively turns around and look at you guys and begins to cuss you guys out. And as his eyes settle on you, there's just this almost this like cut of a smile on his face. He's smiling without ever lifting his lips. It's just this peeling back and baring of the teeth. Which I will show you guys the art of him very quickly.
Yeah.
You guys look at Elder Farron.
Look like a
Did that-
bitch. Oh, I want him dead so bad.
So he looks over at you guys and, well, the esteemed saviors of the country or whatever. And first too. What do you guys want?
Skip the pleasantries.
Oh, sorry, did I come across as pleasant?
No.
How do I put this? Either speak up or fuck off. What do you want?
I want an audience with you. Later on. In the ruins. On the outskirts.
Really?
Yeah.
Not planning some sort of a ambush or something?
No.
And he kind of looks
I
to
won't
the-
speak I won't speak the words into existence here, but you know what I'm getting at.
He raises an eyebrow. I'm like, oh. Well, told you balls would drop someday. Glad to finally see it. Well, and he looks over to the former tribe members and goes, "Who wants to come with? You guys have yet to be welcome to the actual gathering itself, so want to watch revisitation of a past, a bit of a deja vu here, however you want to put it." And a few of them kind of nod immediately, not really even waiting for him to finish. A few more of the ones, a lot of the younger ones, kind of look at you, Fervus, and they're very clearly scared for you. They've got these pleading looks in their eyes, like shaking their head for you not to do this. Well, he looks up to Esther, and I assume you're going to be our watcher, our minder. We're just here to make
She
sure he
is.
doesn't get killed. Excellent.
Esther
Oh, I'm not
just-
speaking to you, kid. I'm speaking to Esther. Miss Mackin, who's spoken so much to the tribes recently.
What is it you are asking me? If I will be attending?
Yes, if you'll be attending, if you'll be the minder of what's going on. Such an honorable person as you wouldn't let any sort of dastardly plots go about, right?
No. Because unlike you, I have respect for myself and my people. So yes, I will mind.
Funny that, actually. It's kind of what I wanted to ask. How about this, Miss Minder, Miss political savvy of the Genasi people, representative of us to the rest of the country, apparently? Once I kick his ass, will you convince the elders to finally have a conversation with me on equal ground?
Are those the
Status of the tribe again?
conditions? Are those the conditions to a combat, or have you already agreed?
No, I'm asking if you'll allow this.
Allow you to speak to the councils. To what?
Yes, I want
Permit
you to-
yourself back in?
No, I'm allowed in, but I want your presence to be there, to be known that you support my tribe actually being a tribe and treated like one, like the law dictates.
I've seen nothing of sort to persuade me to that viewpoint.
You've done nothing wrong. None of us here are exiles. We're just children born to unfortunate parents.
After your combat, if you win, I will consider it.
You will escort me, or no deal. I'm not taking considerations for you to back out later because you don't like that he lost.
Do you really think that I'm so naive as to have my feelings swayed because of who wins or loses.
I mean, you're a
It's
mother.
rather,
You're protective.
Am I-
You might be vindictive, for all I know.
you know nothing about me. You're
Then
right, I
you
am a mother. But a mother knows that children sometimes have hard lessons to learn.
Yes, and when I teach him his, will you escort me to the elders and let me speak my piece? I don't want no half promises.
If I escort you, I have no such desire to be privy to your cause. And there's an
That's fine.
escort, not as a bargaining chip, not as a sway. I'm there to make sure that you don't die in the gathering, and that you get out alive, and that is all.
I'll take it. You'll see this vote of confidence well enough. Alright then, kid. Let's get this done. I assume you'd like to, pick the weapons? You're gonna pick some sort of poison or bombs or something like that, or are you gonna fight me like a man?
I'm not gonna give in to that. I'll fight how I want. On my terms. I'll fight on my terms, thank you.
Well, then I'll do the same. Let's go. He kind of stands up, and you see a good number of the other people. As soon as he stands up properly from the little stool he was sitting on, they follow him and basically begin walking. You guys know it's about a half-mile march to the little ruins.
While they're walking, Esther is going to feign the entire group and just. Did you see the look of those children?
They were freaked the fuck out.
They were terrified.
Is this dude like? This dude's got to be like at least scary to them, right?
I've seen that look on children before. It's when a parent has taken intensive measures to control behavior.
Esther, what does it take to get somebody exiled from the tribes on their own merits? Or flaws, as it were.
Exile depends. There's temporary exile, which can be done from.
I don't need
extreme
every single particular, I just want to know if this scenario is possible. That
If you're
tribe
wondering-
is...
Elder Farron killed his predecessor in cold blood.
Is there proof of this? Enough witnesses who may come forward? Because there
I
is...
saw it with my own eyes. That was about it. And the rest of the tribe too. Scared him into silence because he's quite powerful.
And because they don't have anywhere else to go. Consider
They
this.
don't.
That tribe is reaccepted as their own tribe, as part of the Genasi again, because it is fair enough, true enough perhaps, that if they are the children of those exiled and dispossessed, then they have done no crimes. At least, most of them haven't. However, once reaccepted, it would be quite easy to, with the right evidence and support, I imagine, get individuals exiled on their own basis.
And with the proper broken facade of those they fear.
And frankly, if he can get kicked out but the rest are accepted, they have somewhere to go. They may have no more need to bow to him in silence, because they'll have a safety net and they'll have support beyond him.
Allow me, if possible, when this is over, buy me time to talk to the children.
Of course. Get
Often
whatever you
have-
need to.
If you're given at least a semblance of kindness, oftentimes a child will be the first to come forward. Though they are the quickest to scare, children are sometimes the bravest souls you will ever find.
He will have his sycophants, though.
Of course. That sort always do. He'll have his followers, his supporters, those who will swear to his upright and moral character. I'm just wondering if there is a glimmer of possibility, a way to solve two problems at once. To get those who he abuses out from under his control, and to keep him from reaping the benefits he does not deserve.
He won't form a new tribe. They will be absorbed into the pre-existing 5. But if I can talk to the council, if I can bring proof that children, people are being harmed under his watch, there is a chance that enough minds can be swayed that asylum can be had for those being abused under his control. It would remain with him exiled, but the people he terrorizes accepted into safety. But this is only if I can gather enough evidence, enough proof, enough testimony, and if we can all pitch in to sway the minds.
I may have an
Well, is that-
idea.
Go on.
How do you think children would react to an adorable little pseudo-dragon that can talk to them?
Oh, yes.
Rosalind,
Very clever.
how do you think they'll react to a pseudo-dragon as well as a small fluffy owl who follows their every beck and wind? I think
So,
I
while
think
this
the children
trial by
will
combat is going on, then you'll gather evidence?
I think
I will watch.
Yes, of course.
The rest of
Rosalind,
you,
can I entrust you with that?
I'll send Thorn
Making a
to at
case?
least soften some ground.
Thank you.
and
I know
Rosalind,
you're the most diplomatic of all of us, so you and Esther probably have the best chance of getting to them.
Hey,
They're
Fergus,
scared. Yeah.
do we have any chance of getting him held responsible for what he did to the last elder?
If we can get him in front of a tribunal.
Fergus, you
Yeah.
said you saw this with your own eyes, right?
That's what
Yeah,
I was
can
about
witness
to.
it.
I was just
That means-
thinking.
That means you have the memory. Not just
I
your
do.
words, Fergus, but you have the memory.
Send it my way, Fergus.
And I'll send the memory his way, and it is a gory, gruesome scene
Mhm.
of yeah. And he made an example of the previous elder.
Astra would like to, as they're walking, take every little bit of perception and insight he has within him to find any little detail in the scenes that Fergus can remember.
Okay. Go ahead and give me a perception check.
Could he feign for advantage on this as well? Because he's like using it in vain.
He could probably like you could probably like have it so that the Fane basically in his mind create the scene around him so he
Or if
can
you-
do like a
yeah,
proper investigation.
If you share it with someone else with a perception proficiency, they could give you advantage with the help.
That works
Yeah,
too.
Bane might be
Yeah.
busy actually showing you the memory.
Yeah, so in that case, he'll just like, Zia, you want double team on this?
Yeah, let's do it. Do you want to do 2 rolls or do you want advantage?
What's your bonus to perception?
Plus 11.
Same thing. So
Okay.
I'll go ahead and
Take
go
that
for
advantage.
it.
You
Could I
probably put
still give him
on
guidance
that.
as well?
Yeah, you can do guidance.
Fuck yeah.
Take that
Yes.
D4.
Yes.
27.
Okay, 27.
Alright. There is. It's a lot of disgusting, horrifying detail. The previous elder was kind of just that elder. This is not a large tribe who has a ton of access to a lot of people.
Yeah, he was more of a battle strategist than a actual warrior.
Yeah, and a lot of what the previous elder's focus had been on was kind of keeping the other tribes from swallowing them up or mistreating them, basically, if they ever came across them. He was not strong. He was a quick-witted man who knew where to position things, but Elder Farron had enough strength to basically bowl him over, basically display his throat out to everyone else, and basically tear it out with a knife.
Yeah, he massacred him in the middle of the war room.
Yeah. Over some sort of like amped up disagreement they had.
Asher wants to note down every single face of every person who's in there.
Yeah. You note a lot of them. You can tell just from vague memories. You're pretty sure you saw a couple of the older people, about Fervus's age, who were around Elder Farron when he was speaking. You're pretty sure that they're aged up kids. A lot of them look horrified. A couple of them look gleeful. Yeah, you can connect a couple people who might be the people who were there. But there were a lot of kids watching and a lot of adults too.
I shall throw another thing to Fergus, like, what do you do with the body?
He put it on display as an example.
And after that?
I'm not sure. Buried it somewhere deep in the desert.
Look over to Xenia. Can you scry on that?
Let me check the rule of scrying, because technically
By
I
base rules, not.
because it's a living creature or a place.
Yeah, could
Yes.
you scry the location?
If
They
I
were
knew
in at
the
the time?
exact location, yeah. But I would
Um,
need the exact location. If not, do you want to bring the body back?
You can speak with the body, can't you?
I could try and like merge some spells, or if you want to spend some good money, I could,
Wait,
Oof.
Fergus, how many years ago was this?
I was in the desert for 8 years ago.
That body is long gone.
I can bring back a
Yeah.
body that's been dead for the past 2 centuries, Esther.
I just mean the bones are going to be scattered. If he buried it in the desert, the wind, the sands, the storms, those bones are spread all across the desert. What about the knife?
There,
The weapon?
The weapon he used. A man like Elder Farron, that's sentimental. That's a moment in time when he believes that he finally took control over what he was given, what he deserved. Does he still
He always
have
had
the
it on
knife?
him. He looks back
Yes,
towards Elder Farron. He might have it on him.
Yeah, he has it just right in his belt. It's not hidden at all.
And Esther will look at the rest of the group as they're
That's the
walking.
knife.
That's
That's the weapon.
the evidence.
That is the sword he drove through. That is the sword that he drove through Elder Shelson's chest.
Through magic, we might be able to get that memory of Fergus on display. If we get that memory on display, show the knife, undeniable proof that this is real, we have a very good chance.
Okay. Let's get this over with.
Xenia,
mhm.
anything you can do with the dead, that would simplify the case.
Right now I could. Tomorrow. Right now I can't do anything. Tomorrow I could speak with them, and if we want to splurge, bring him back to life.
One other thing.
That's what he wants.
I think
Good
that's
question, Esther.
Hmm?
Would you have had a preference for Goril being here or not?
Honestly, she probably would have asked if he would want to come.
Okay. As you guys kind of begin to approach the place, he goes, "So, I think you guys have been a bad influence because I just had a thought.
Okay.
What kind of stuff?
Would you like to share?
Well, technically, this fight isn't legally binding, right?
No.
That's right.
So, technically, there's nothing stopping me from giving you a spell to make you stronger, is there?
There isn't.
If you're discreet about it. Because he
What's he gonna
might
do?
notice.
What's he gonna do? Call cancel? Try to kill you harder?
Try to kill all of us.
He can try.
Oh, he can try. Okay.
There is a very
And
dark.
he gives a slight smirk at that. He'll
Astra walks over, pats a hand on Ferris's shoulder. That, my friend, is what we call a win condition.
Nevertheless, I'd rather
Yeah.
it didn't come to that because it's possible that some of his followers might join him and try to prevent us from fighting back.
That
not
might
all
become
of-
more of a problem.
And not all of them may do so because they actually follow him. If you
Or at
understand.
least blind by it in that sense.
And see, the only reason I haven't already done it and made it a fun little side venture for us is how much honor you want to put into this fight. If you want this to be a honorable fight, I won't do it. But if you're more focused on winning, then I have no problem doing it. God, you guys are a bad influence.
Yeah,
We are a
Farron hinges himself on his honor. I hinge myself on winning.
Well, he looks to Xenia and Esther and Rosalind and Ashta and just, I trust you guys have the spells ready.
Haha.
He looks at Ashta, sorry.
Oh no! I just got a joke. Fuck.
I didn't know there was a joke, and I'm just gonna pretend that I knew it.
Oh dear.
That was not on purpose. Sorry, Ashta.
Oh!
How many days left do you have for that, by the way?
Good question.
I think it's 2.
2 or 3?
Yeah, I think it's 2 or 3.
Or we're about next time. Yeah, so he basically goes, if you guys want to make it unnoticed, I can very easily do that for you. As he, you see him like twist a finger and some letters appear around his hand, and all of a sudden there's like a shimmer in the air, almost like a desert haze.
Which there probably
Rosalind,
already is.
You can see through this enough to know that he's basically cast an illusion of you guys over you guys, so that technically it looks like nothing's changed, but you guys can do something different than what you're doing.
Okay.
I love you. We are a wonderful influence. How dare you?
Garil, you beautiful man.
I can
Also, what do you
focus
mean?
this for about 60 seconds, so do this quick.
Okay.
Okay.
Astra hands over some poison vulnerability bolts to Fervis. I don't know if you can shoot these, but if you can jam him in his neck if he gets too close.
Actually, could I potentially break off the arrowheads and put them into a shrapnel bomb?
Yeah, give me a tinker check. Yeah.
He'll hand you 4.
How many
I don't
things-
really. What would a tinker check be?
For you, it's an alchemy check.
It's an alchemy check. Okay, cool.
Yeah, just you wouldn't be able to add you wouldn't be able to add any bonuses for alchemy basically afterwards.
Yeah, cool.
Conrad?
Yeah.
Oh
You got
God.
a poison vulnerability frag grenade.
How many?
2. You probably actually no, it's a frag grenade. You'd be able to make 1 with 4 heads.
Nice.
If I
Conrad?
give him more, could he make another one?
Theoretically. What's up, Sky?
Fuck. How long does it take to walk half a mile?
Depends how quick you're walking. Also, it's through the desert, so it's a bit slower.
Okay. How long does it take to
Actually,
attune
me and Ashton
something?
know that. To attune, it requires an hour.
An hour of
I meant
rest,
to give this to him
basically.
earlier, but I forgot about it. That's the problem.
What was it?
I wanted to give him the Stone of Foresight.
Yeah, that would have taken a bit longer, and you guys haven't taken a separate rest. You guys are pretty right to it, unfortunately.
Yeah, no, that was my oversight. Sorry, Fergus.
Yeah.
I've thought of it before the session started, and then I thought of it again now. Fuck.
I have so much shit I want to just give Fervus. Will you be using any checks during the fight, do you think, John?
Huh?
Do you think you'd be using any checks during the fight? Like, you'd actually be doing ability checks?
Bast might grapple him.
Okay.
Not grapple.
No,
No,
he might grapple you.
Yeah.
He might grapple me. Yeah, he might grapple me.
Okay, I have 3 things.
Okay. Xenia is a beautiful, beautiful human being.
Take... Conrad, can I go with this?
As long as you have the concentration for it.
I do, because only one of them is concentration.
Yeah, that's fine.
So,
Like I said, you guys have minutes to do what you want, so... Fervus is in the middle of tinkering, but you can cast spells on him.
but I need to find them again. They're all prepared, but I
This
forget
is
the levels.
awesome. This is awesome.
Take number 1.
I have
Why
my own
can't I
haste
cast that
potions
at
as
level
well.
6? This...
Oh, side note, no, you gave Ashta the Stone of Foresight, didn't you?
I
Did
doubt
he
it
not
because you couldn't have used it.
Yeah, no, that's still an Esther.
It's on my sheet.
I think I lent it to you once. It was
my sheet.
for the battle, but I know I got it back.
And
Okay.
for strength.
For strength.
Okay.
Advantage on strength checks. You can see if you fall down to 0, you bump back up to 1 immediately,
Cool.
and you can see you have true sight.
Checks with me. Yep, and true sight.
Nice.
That's
Which, by
also-
the way, immediately this illusion that Gorilla's cast looks very weird over your hands.
Okay, so that's 2, 4. Also, I don't know why my level 6 thing wasn't working for some reason. I have the slot open. I haven't casted any spells today. It's just being weird. It made me cast at 7.
You have no idea.
I'll fix it later. But take all of that.
Yeah.
I'm checking if I can do anything else. Because if I can't give you Holy Aura, because enhanced ability lasts the hour, so that's safe. Can't give you Holy Aura because that's only a minute. Oh, there's no range on that. Oh, Xenia's watching this fight. Oh, Conrad, I'm gonna ask you now. Do you want to put a range on Controlled Chaos?
Technically, it's chaos, so no.
Good to know. Fervus, don't worry if you miss sometimes.
Oh, you're very good at this.
As I will remind you, you cannot intentionally miss for this to work. But anyways.
Oh yeah, I know.
Yeah, of course not. No.
It's
So
not
that's
when
what
it's... Oh, okay. No, but like if there's a couple times when you miss, I have 2. How many channel abilities do I have? 1, 2, 3. That is all I can give you, unfortunately. I'm sorry. Can I give him this? That's on self. Nope. Can I give him this early? No.
With this, I think we can take a quick 5-minute break before we start, because honestly, I don't think the fight's going to last too long, so...
Yeah.
What's happening in chat? What the fuck?
In that case, out loud, just like I do have enlarge reduce concentration up to a minute, and I can cast it without any verbal or somatic component because Fervus can just like slam a proxy potion, and
We've got the illusions over him, but I don't know.
the illusion isn't gonna last very long, and we
It's gonna
aren't
last
that
a minute.
close. Yeah, we aren't that close to the thing, so
Yeah.
it's not
Yeah.
worth doing it now. It's do I want to just slap that on him very quietly in a nobody cast any spell sort of way, right as the fight begins, because enlarge size doubles in all dimensions, weight multiplied by 8, size category goes up by 1. Until the spell ends, you have advantage on strength checks and strength saving throws, so that would be the grappling. Your weapons grow to match, and while these weapons are enlarged, the target's attack with them deals 1d4 extra damage, and if the bombs are technically weapon attacks,
Yep,
that's
they
an
are.
extra d4 on each.
So he would have double advantage on any strength check if he did big.
But I
Yep,
think
depends on
him
strength saving throws.
suddenly growing big though might give.
If he's able to time it with like a fake potion, then that's
He's
fine.
using potions.
If he
Okay.
downs a fake potion in that time
Yep.
and we just use fake to time it, we
If
have
you
telepathy
see
with
me
each other.
if you see me down a healing potion, you can probably do that.
As a bonus action, just... Do you have a use for your bonus action in the first round of combat that you're already planning on?
For bonus action, not drinking the haste potion.
That's fine, I can stack it on top of that.
Yeah, if you're drinking a potion, fuck yeah.
Yeah,
okay,
if you
okay.
drink a potion, I am going to cast Enlarge on you if Enlarge is something that Fervus thinks would help him with that size advantage. Or if
Yeah.
it's something that he wants to have happen. I will do it.
It'll be fun.
And I will do it quietly.
Yeah.
I can't wait to watch this man get a shit rocked.
Rosalind's gonna be sitting there watching like butter couldn't melt in her mouth.
Zenya's gonna be just watching and just fucking smiling with how many spells they casted on purpose.
Esther's gonna be sitting there like on a rock. So proud.
Oh, for a second. What was that phrase you just used, Dario?
Butter can't melt in your mouth?
I've never heard
Complete
of that
and
one.
total innocence?
I like that one.
I've never heard it before.
Okay. Alternatively, John, I can give
Yeah?
you a fly spell, but I'd have to do it with touch, and it would have to be before you go in there, and then you can just
He
fly
can give
around.
me a-
Give me
Fly
a
out.
shoulder pat. Give me a shoulder pat.
Yep. And a quiet cast. And
Got this.
what would you prefer? Because I can't concentrate on both. Would you rather zip
Big.
around in the air? or
Big.
Okay.
An extra 1d4 of damage on my weapon attacks is very
Yeah, let's
good.
puny god this man.
All right.
Oh my god.
Yep.
Pick on someone your own size.
So like Rosalind
Brother.
offers Fervus the feign menu of this is what I can do to help you, and Fervus
Smarter.
immediately points, and I want the big one. So
I wanna be taller.
Going nowhere. I got you for 3
You got
minutes.
You got the you got the a la carte. Ferv's got it all.
It's the all-you-can-beat buffet.
Fuck.
Oh my god.
Hey, I got Ariel.
I feel
Okay,
like
I'm
that's
good.
it, but
Yep. As long as I get Ariel, it's fine.
You make
Alright.
a good. So I just do butt up that.
So, with that, at the end of the spell falling and the new potion built in your belt, I'll put you guys on the map.
Yeah.
Ooh. All right.
Oh god.
I've seen this map before.
Damn.
Just while they're
I
walking.
was gonna use it for the mushroom.
Oh,
It was one of my potentials until I found one that had mushroom.
okay, good.
Where are we going?
So, yeah, you get actually you're right where we should be.
Here.
Yep. So you guys are going to be along here. The other tribes are going to be all along here. Fervus and Farron are supposed to enter basically right here.
Oh.
Kind of standing
Yeah,
in the water.
Other side, Esther.
Is it shallow?
Waiting in the water.
Yeah, about ankle
Shallow?
deep. Yeah, about ankle deep. Not too high.
Okay. I
All
want to
right.
be a little farther away from Farron.
As they're
Yep.
sitting at a vantage point so she can watch properly.
Yep, Xenia's just.
I
Oh,
thought it would be better. Oh.
All right.
So with that, you guys can basically you hear the kind of quieting as the two of them gather in the middle. Elder Farron kind of looks out to his group of people, and with the look, they mostly silence themselves. He looks to you. For,
I give my team a nod. Elder Farron, as a member of the Mackin family, I hereby challenge you to rite of combat. This one's off the books.
well, sounds good to me. When you lose, I expect you to keep up your side of the deal, Esther. He kind of looks at you, Esther, and winks, and looks back at you, and go ahead and
Oh,
tinker
right.
around.
I thought you were doing fake.
I did. I messed up. I clicked on the wrong thing
Okay.
because it was those
Oh, that
two
was wrong.
things that I was
That's
looking at. Yeah.
Yes!
Woo!
Yes, let's go! Let's fucking go!
Real quick, Esther is going to look at Fervus after he said the whole, like, basically said the Mackin family. Look at Fervus, nod, and feign over, kick his fucking ass.
Gladly.
So, as you turn to him, you see suddenly he has this half plate of seemingly made of magma sitting on his chest, and in his hand he has two weapons. In his right hand, there's this jagged edge of a short sword. It looks almost close to an axe if it was one single long blade. And in his other hand is just this chain wrapped around his arms, trailing embers. And he smiles. Go ahead.
Changed up your style. And he is immediately going to uncork his haste potion,
Go for it.
and he's going to use his
Yep.
the wondrous velocity one, which basically
Alright.
gives me the effects of haste, extra action, all of that, and also grow, make me big.
Yep. Subtle spell.
So
And
as
you big.
as we go to full big boy Fervus.
Get
big!
Tin's over there. Oh, I didn't know you could do that.
Look at the size of my son!
Look at him!
He
Alright.
now has 60
It is
feet
up
of
to you.
movement and 2
It
actions.
is up to you to keep
Let's
track of. So to keep in mind, it is
go.
up to keep track of your new AC as well as your dexterity bonuses, okay?
Yep.
Go for it.
AC, what is it?
+2. Use haste.
That's really impressive.
Right. Yes. All right. Cool. Yep. 60.
All right. Now, keep in mind, if you're going to be using the extra 1d4, you do have to make it... oh, actually, never mind. I misspoke. You're good.
Yep. Enlarged bombs.
So, go ahead and do what you're going to do. It's your go.
All
Combat
right.
has...
Combat has begun. I am in a nice range, but yeah. We'll as a bonus action, I took my potion, and I am going to go with the shrapnel bomb.
Okay. The poison vulnerability, or just normal shrapnel?
Poison vulnerability.
Go for it.
I'm just gonna click impact bomb because it's the same damage.
All right, go for it.
Am I? No, not advantage. Okay, cool.
In 18, you see as it's about to hit him in the chest, and he very quickly parries it off. Just enough. Okay.
And it ping off the sword and lands on his head, doesn't it? Oh my
Yep.
God.
So it still hits him. That wasn't a miss. That was ignoring damage, to be clear.
Oh.
Oh, okay, never mind then. I didn't know it was. I thought it
see.
said
Ignore
parry, so I'm just like,
damage, not AC. Interesting.
So with that, it's going to do a total of 22 minus 7. Sorry, minus 5 is 17, plus 1 is 18 damage of force damage. As it
Yep,
seems to
and-
hit armor class.
Yep, and I'm going to also, as my second action, throw a venom bomb.
Okay, go for it.
Oh
The
shit,
killer-
that's bad.
Hold on.
That's bad.
That one will miss. 1 second. My
That
Google
one.
Home turn on 1 second.
That one becomes a critical.
that one.
Yes.
So I'll roll
My
another
Google Home
38.
just turned on. It scared the shit out of me.
Would you have Google Home?
Critical. Look at you go.
All right, and all of that is doubled because of the vulnerability.
Yep.
Okay,
Hell yeah.
so let's see. So 18 plus 10 is 28, plus 4 is 32, times 2 is 64. Okay.
Mwah.
Jesus Christ.
And he's gonna, and as a free action, he's gonna feign over. I love you guys.
Xenia's just gonna like feign back. Mwah, buddy.
Esther's
Yeah.
feigning back, you make my family name proud.
And he's gonna wind back here because if we look over, he's probably got like,
By the way,
it's around 50. Huh?
Ashta and Fervus, go ahead and give me perception checks.
Okay,
On purpose?
Yep, Ashta and Fervus.
perception.
Yes.
Okay.
26.
Despite the unnerving accuracy of that second bomb strike, you saw a very brief flash on his breastplate, and it doesn't seem to affect him as much as it should have.
Bastard.
Ash will just faint over that breastplate's up to something.
Oh god.
Right. And with that, Elder Farron kind of rolls his shoulders as he rolls his recharge dice. Nope, okay. And he basically takes off across the water, far quicker than he has any right to be. And ends with just here, Fergus. He smiles and, well, it was a long time coming. And he's going to make a chain attack.
That'll hit.
Okay, with that, he's going to trip you. Make a strength saving throw with advantage due to your size.
Yep. 18. Oh, Jesus.
Oh my god!
God.
Thank God for that advantage. But either way, go ahead and take 17 bludgeoning damage and 3 fire damage halved to 1. So a total of 18 damage. He's going to make his second attack. And with that one, he's going to frighten you.
Rolling high.
God, I don't have advantage on this one.
No, it just says, oh, he's
No, you
plus
do not.
10.
Is it plus 10?
No, it's to hit.
Ah, fuck.
Fergus, you are frightened of him until the end of his next turn. So, with that one, go ahead and take 18 bludgeoning damage and 1 fire damage.
Yep.
And he's going to make a final chain strike on you. Does a 17 hit?
No.
Oh,
Alright. With that, he kind of seems to tap into an extra reserve that you've seen once or twice on enemy combatants. As he's going to action surge. One more chain attack. That one misses. That one misses. And on that
That'll
final one, he's going to try and trip you again.
That's advantage. Come on.
come on, die.
Fuck.
Ah!
Alright. You fall to the ground prone. Go ahead and take 9 bludgeoning plus 1 fire damage.
Okay.
And with the last bit of his movement, he steps forward and raises that secondary blade in his hand. And swings it down in your head with advantage. Alright,
Oh.
it's critical. So,
Oh, God.
total of 17 slashing damage as he just makes a giant gash across your stomach.
Okay.
He
Okay.
rolls his shoulder. Your turn.
Okay. He is going to use his. He's going to use his He's going to use his bonus action. To use a flashbang.
Okay, perfect.
Half his movement to get up.
Yep, and
30
you're
feet.
gonna be. Yep, so half movement, so you have 30 feet left. Yep.
Yep. Take reactions. Okay. One of my actions, I'm going to take a greater healing potion.
Okay.
Yeah, these.
So go ahead and roll 44 plus 4. You recover 15 HP.
Cool.
No music stopped for anyone else.
Mm-hmm. I wasn't sure if it
for
was a
my
pause.
second action. He's got the venom bomb, so
Yep, he is no longer vulnerable, keep in mind.
he's no longer vulnerable. Okay. I am going to
Yep, it's only one
use.
attack.
Yeah, I'm just gonna use a regular bomb, but I'm gonna fill it with 1 or 2 reagents.
Okay, does that take a bonus action or is that just on attack? I always forget. On attack.
No,
okay,
when you take
good.
a use an object to action to prime an object, a reagent types up to your proficiency modifier, I will do that.
I'll
Yeah,
do
go ahead.
4. And I will
Yep, keep in mind
do.
the attack is at disadvantage because you're frightened.
Okay, I am frightened, yes. Bitch. I will use my. I'll use a. Yeah, I'll use a prime.
Okay, 21 will hit. It doesn't seem to take as much effect. You do know he used a fire genasi. As well, that
Oh yeah.
breast-
Can I use my one thing to do a different attack?
You know what? I'll say sure for right now. Yeah.
Here for right now, I'll do another impact bomb.
All right. It's still gonna hit, but go ahead and roll the extra reagent damage.
Yep. That's 4, so 4d8.
All right. For a total of
Slash
38 force damage,
Another 1d4.
plus another 1d4. Okay, a total of 42 damage. You see once more the breastplate flash as some of the force seems to disperse against it. A bit more obvious this time. Now that it's not trying to block 2 attacks at the same time, basically.
Yeah.
But it is
Can Ash
still
tell if it's specifically force?
It's not specifically force. Before it was with poison.
Alright.
It seems to be a strengthening glow as opposed to a reflective blast.
Can Esther whisper to Gariel, just, do you know what that is?
If I had to guess, it's a brief resistance to 1 attack. It's not super unfamiliar. It's made of lava stone. It's a thing that a lot of high-end Azers wear.
Is there any way
It works
around
better
it?
with magic, but I don't think Fergus technically uses magic.
No.
He doesn't. Let's
So-
throw Fane that over to Fergus.
Okay.
All right. Anything else, Fergus? It's action, movement, bonus action, plus the other action. So
Action will be to
your second one was you did bonus action for
flashbang. First
Yeah,
action
flashbang.
was
action potion. Second action for attack. Full movement has already been used. So yeah, I think it's it for your turn, right?
that's it for my turn.
All right. So Elder Farron kind of blinks the light out of his eyes and just leave it to you to stick to tricks. He dashes forward towards you once more. Immediately, as soon as he closes the distance, you see the chain whip around your ankle once more as he goes to trip you one more time.
God damn it! Oh wait, that was meant to be a disadvantage.
Yep,
Yeah,
it
that's
should be
supposed to be
advantage, so you made an 18. Meets it, beats
18.
it.
Oh, thank
Yes.
fucking God.
Yep, but you still take 16 bludgeoning and 4 fire damage.
Yep.
And he's going to make a second attack. And with that one,
Yeah,
it's
that'll
gonna
hit. Again, god
try-
damn it.
save. Yeah, he thrives off of fear, as you know quite well.
Yeah. Yes!
20, and you are no longer afraid of him. Last one misses, and you see he actually ponders a moment before just taking a deep breath as he recovers some of the damage he
Bastard,
did.
alright.
The wounds knit together. But with that, you kind of look. Gonna do some sparklers again. You're gonna stand and fight.
Flashbang once
It's your
again.
Okay.
What you could do, flashbang me, says Med flashbanged.
You gonna do flashbang me? Yes, of course.
I almost wish that Xenia had given Fervus a bit of potassium.
Ash just got the sunglasses on at this point.
Didn't know it was gonna be in the waterfall. I thought it was gonna be like a beside the waterfall sort of thing.
Yeah, that's very fair. But that would be great.
I would love to see another corpse hit a wall based because of potassium.
And it'd be so perfect for Fervus, too.
Mhm.
So, what are you doing
I'm
for
gonna
this?
use one of
Still
my
got 2
supreme
actions.
healing potions.
Okay, go for it.
That is
You pop the cork and drink it down quickly.
that's 64.
Supreme?
Supreme is
Superior.
84. Yeah, Superior is 84, I believe.
84?
Hold on. Let me check.
I think it is 8d4 plus 8. Because Supreme is a ridiculous number, like 16.
84 plus 8. Yep, 84 plus 8 is superior.
Yep, and the highest one is 16d64.
Mm.
Alright, so 34. Alright, that is your one action. Your second action?
Second action. I can't hold this action, can I?
It's one action, so yeah, technically you could.
I'm gonna hold it, so if he gets within 30 feet of me, I'm going to throw, yeah. I'm gonna... You know what? Actually, as my action...
You know, I will say, Fergus has flash things. If you want to have potassium, you could probably have some potassium.
Yeah, baby!
I'm
Like,
gonna
how
teleport
much?
This way. With a
Not
teleport.
as much as you want.
Okay.
Okay, you're gonna teleport on up there?
Yep.
Okay. As you teleport, like, right in front of your former tribe, large and dangerous compared to how they last knew you.
Yeah.
You see he blinks the light out of his eyes again. He sees you up there, and you know, I thought by now you'd learn to just take a beating. This came so naturally to you before. What happened? So he readies himself to step forward again.
Uh-oh.
He has his action surge.
Didn't mean to click
He's
that.
already used it.
He just recharged it.
Oh. That sucks.
God.
On a recharge.
You recharged
just
your
recharged-
action surge?
Superiority dice and his second one.
Second wind. You put them on a
Alright, so-
recharge, you bastard.
Of course I did! You guys are unbelievably powerful!
He is one man.
Yeah, he is one man.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he also made a comment that makes me want to have Rosalind subtle spell the thing, but I'm not on the initiative tracker, so I don't know if I can.
No, I want to switch from
I'll say
ability to something else.
Count 20. If you guys want to consider yourselves as the equivalent of layer actions,
Mhm.
That's
Honestly?
awesome.
Good way.
yeah,
Initiative
technically.
Count 20.
I
Yeah, it's before he moves,
purely-
so back
I
over here.
purely wanted to do it just on him making that comment about Fervus taking a beating, and I purely want to just make him feel so utterly sick.
Yeah, go for it. That's entirely up to you. Okay, I assume you're subtle spelling that?
Yeah, I'm subtle spelling that.
Okay.
Oh no, he's a fighter though.
Oh.
Yeah.
Indomitable.
That's still half damage. I might not kill him,
Yep, so
but I'm gonna give him a tummy ache.
What is that, 28?
Yes.
28.
Alright. So yeah, as you see the spell kind of take hold on him, there's this like just very minor glow to the back of his neck. He starts coughing and retching for a second. He mutters something about leftover effects of poison,
Yep.
and is going to sprint forward towards Fervus again.
Stay away from me, goddammit!
Go away. Go away.
It's not going to make that easy for you.
Yeah, no,
His
she
first
really-
attack is actually going to be just a natural trip action, so this is a contested athletics check.
Double advantage.
Yep, you technically have double advantage for this.
Double advantage. Just a strength check.
Athletics,
Athletics.
if you have it.
Athletics? I don't have it, just strength.
No.
Okay. Advantage, go for it.
Oh,
No!
Oh my god.
No,
Not prone.
baby!
Alright, so you are prone
This
once
is
more.
looking good for me.
Mm-mm.
With that, he drops down to the ground with you and he starts wrapping his arm around your neck. He's going to try to grapple you. So go ahead and make another athletics check.
Ugh.
Relatively low DC.
Come on. Yes.
Break out of the grapple, shoving his arm off your neck. And he takes the chain he has, and he just lashes it across your chest and face with an attack. Technically should be with advantage, so let me roll another d20. Yep, 12 misses, I assume?
Yep.
Alright. he's going to action surge once more. And he's going to just start raining down with this chain. You guys can hear him yelling from across. Him basically, there's none of that disconnected anger like with Oliver. There's none of that simmering rage like there was, like you get with Bo sometimes. It's just this loud, gleeful anger as he yells that he's going to whip Fervus like the dog he is.
Oh no. Oh no.
No.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Okay, on the last one, he's going to use another Frighten.
How low is Fervus?
Yeah, how you doing?
Fuck.
Um,
I'm doing decent.
Okay.
I've popped a couple healing potions.
Okay. You need to let me know when you start getting too low.
You guys should be able to
Yeah.
see his bar, right?
no, we cannot.
No.
Oh, you can't.
We can
Oh,
only
let me
see our own bars.
Yep, sorry about that. I thought I changed up Fervus already. There we go.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah, he's not doing too bad. Okay, so with that last one, you take 13 bludgeoning damage and 1 fire damage. As he just swings down once more with the secondary blade in his hand. 14
Not
slash.
bad.
Alright. And you see him actually cover his eyes this time, as you finish your turn. As he finishes his turn. So, what are you doing for us?
Yeah, I can still flashbang him if you promise.
He wouldn't lose his reaction. He wouldn't be able to
Um,
reaction that turn, but he wouldn't lose his reaction.
John,
can't
covering his eyes. He's technically blind, though, right?
Yeah. You can't
Or
use
you-
your reaction if you can't see what you're reacting against.
Yeah, you can walk away all you want without having to use a flashbang.
He's willingly blind.
Basically.
Looks to be.
I'm gonna stand up, walk
Alright.
away.
Yep,
That's
go for it.
about 40 feet. Still have 20
You
feet of
have 30
movement.
feet left.
Nope,
Nope,
third feet.
because you've stood up.
30 feet left.
You should be
Right? Yeah.
right there at the bottom left corner.
You had to stand up, you were prone.
Okay, yeah. Yeah.
So right here with your bottom left corner.
Right here.
Yep.
Scoot into.
Okay.
There you go.
Not quite that far.
Nope, that's the right one.
Oh, is it? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't use my binary boom cannon because he's not giving me any openings to do so.
Yeah, it takes your full movement and action to do so.
Yep.
Although, you're hasted. I could say if you wanted, you could use both of your actions for it. Which I guess is the same thing as throwing the bombs, though. So,
Well, because you think about it, you could just use your hasted action to dash, and then you could use your regular movement.
yes, but here's the thing. The thing throws 2 bombs. It's the equivalent of throwing 2 bombs.
Huh?
It's got 6 or 1/2 dozen there.
Yeah. So I am gonna do. I'm gonna do 2 venom bombs on him.
Okay. Go ahead and roll the first one. Yep.
Well, he's giving himself temporary resistance. Wouldn't it be better to swap him up?
Do 1 damage and then do a different damage entirely in case he
Yeah.
resists the first.
Yeah. Yeah. We will do, and then we'll do an impact bomb the next one.
Okay. Yes, the first one obviously hits him.
Yeah.
And the second one, yeah, it'll take him. He'll take a total of 52 damage between the 2 of them. A fantastic one. Oh, actually, yeah, how do you want to do that?
Yeah!
Oh,
Really?
Damn.
I want to
Wait,
bring him
what?
to his knees.
I was gonna say if he's blind. I was gonna say if he's blind, check the crits.
Yeah.
I want to bring him to his knees. I want him
He's
barely
right.
alive.
So you throw the first bomb, the poison just
I want the
splashes.
first one to the poison bomb. I want it to like have the poison seep in so he has no movement in his arms, and then I want the impact bomb to just bring him to his knees.
Yeah. So yeah, you see the poison. It splashes across his chest. He tries to resist it with the plate, but you did exactly enough damage. You see his arms begin to spasm as the one blade drops out of his hand. The chain stays wrapped around his arm. but they start spasming for a second, and as he kind of drops his hand from his eyes that he was covering, the force bomb hits him right in the nose and explodes, leaving these scorch marks burning away a lot of his hair and leaving a small crater where the tip of his nose used to be.
Can the no movement in his arms be a permanent thing?
Probably not, but we'll get there.
Yeah.
Go ahead and finish as he kind of like stumbles back and like drops to one knee. Go ahead.
I'm gonna grab the chain that's around his arm, and I'm gonna constrain him.
All right, that'll be a grapple check against him then. So go ahead and make an athletics check.
Advantage, double advantage, technically.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Yep.
Oh, come on, Fergus. You're about to end this.
Yes!
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 You take the chain and you.
And I make sure to make it a little tighter than what's comfortable.
And there's one loop with the chain through between the legs.
Yep.
Are you fucking shibariing him?
No, it's a hot chain. Scramble some eggs, you know?
I saw Rosalind do this once.
What?
I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
I've seen you do this once.
Xena's right here.
I saw Zimi do this once.
Right here.
You're literally
I just wanted to make the
hog-tied,
Rosalind
man.
joke. I don't actually do that.
That's fair. Go ahead.
Just immediately make Ariel lightheaded, like, whoa, what?
I'm going to
Just
witness
so
my
easy.
character! What's she been doing when I wasn't watching?
That's the evil AU.
You're right.
Anyway,
It's terrible,
I
but you're
tie him
right.
up and I say, I beat you. Not so tough now, huh?
With that, Conrad.
Makes sense that a coward like you would win with a woman's weapon.
A woman's weapon.
Yes. Not strong enough on your own, so you had to rely on some tinctures of your own. But I'll give you this victory. You have won an unofficial duel. Congratulations.
Alright. Fine. If it's a woman's weapon, you want to call it a woman's weapon, okay. Okay. It's become obvious now that I'm not going to humble you in any way. You're far too prideful, and you know what? I'm starting to think that the Nine Hells is a perfect place for you. And I am going to take my speed applicator and I'm going to fill his lungs with with wyvern's poison.
Alright, so as you flick your hand out to put the speed applicator on you, you feel a pair of hands grab your... just the sleeve, the pant leg of your pants. And if you look back, you see one of the younger Genasi kind of looking up to you. One that you knew when you were pretty young. He's kind of like he's maybe 10 years old. You're just kind of looking up to these with these big eyes, fearful.
You know what? You're gonna stay like this. And you're gonna go. And you're gonna get your wish. You're gonna talk to the elders. But it won't be a parlay. It'll be a tribunal for the murder of Elder Salsa. Have fun rotting in prison, asshole. And when you finally die in that cell, when you meet the Raven Queen, tell her to say hi to my mother for me. And he walks away.
He struggles up to his feet, kind of as you go to turn. And by now, the enlarged kind of drops on you, the minute being up. And he looks and says, "You sure you want to do that?" With this disgusting, like, smile on his face.
Yeah.
You weren't so careful with your words there, Fergus. Legally, you challenged me on gathering grounds to a duel. Are you sure you want this? After all the work you've done to gain the prestige on Esther's coattails.
Hey, Farron. This duel never happened.
Are you sure about that? I have the word
Rosalind?
of...
I'm quite certain that it was agreed that this was unofficial and off the books.
It
Like
was,
said at the beginning.
They were
Oh, yes.
shaken apart.
Nonetheless, challenged me, even if I chose not to accept an official duel, on the grounds of the gathering.
It wasn't on the grounds of the gathering, Farron.
He asked you for an audience. That's all he said on the grounds of the gathering. He asked for an
Yes.
audience, and hey, you gave an audience.
And it wasn't on the grounds.
Oh, it was on the grounds. Neither of you had stepped off. You guys were decided to stay behind while I made my speech. And he did, afterwards, ask me to duel.
Not on grounds.
You were. You hadn't left yet.
What do you
You
want,
think
Farron?
yourself so smart, kid. Go ahead. Bring me to them. They'll be able to search through my memories too. They'll be able to search the memories of everyone who was watching. You won't get exiled or anything, don't worry. You didn't kill anyone. Though you probably should. But, we'll see how these go for your little speeches.
I don't care about my reputation anymore. I wanted to be free of you, and that's what's going to happen now. I can be
Is that
content
worth-
with your fate, with what they decide of you. For murder.
And is that worth losing the reputation of all of your friends, too? You're sworn in by them. Esther just took you in. And I think that's going to reflect
It's
on
going
her.
to take a lot more than this to lose their respect. Because
Oh,
they will
no,
forever
not
have
there.
mine.
I'm not trying to make you lose their respect. I know that you're simpering after them and they're not going to kick a wounded puppy. But the elders may be less inclined to listen to your more forceful demands if you bring this forward.
And I'm going to look to Rosalind. And Esther. Well, I suppose we're done here.
Oh no.
Esther,
That's what we're saying.
you can do whatever you want with them.
And Esther's going to cross the battlefield.
By now, Farron has unraveled himself from the chains and
Gonna
re-equipped
just-
his weapons.
I'm gonna just feign to the group with a single offer. Blight, no one will ever know I did it. Side effect from a poison.
Why not?
I'd still be on Fervus.
It would still be on purpose to use poisons. Even
I'm
if
one
it's
of us.
magic.
What if I do it blatantly? I don't care.
You'd do that?
I'd do that for you.
You'd besmirch your reputation for me?
I haven't been able to really help you much, but like I care about you, buddy.
Not here.
Okay.
Far
Not
too
here?
many witnesses.
He's all
Esther.
yours.
Can I read a spell first? For a second?
Sure.
Go ahead, but in the meantime, Esther has already walked up, so.
What is it you desire? You've lost.
Nothing is desired. I just want my child to be recognized, not as the criminals we are. We're people who were born to parents who did something wrong, yes, but that is not our sin, and we've been treated like we have been.
Not you. You committed murder.
I did. In a formalized combat that, for all intents and purposes, I'm not a citizen of theirs.
Don't spew me bullshit. You cut open a man's throat and displayed his body as an intimidation tactic. I do not fear, nor am I fooled by your false pleasantries and air of democracy you attempt to have.
I
Display
don't
your true
I
colors.
care if you do, Miss Mackin. I've committed a crime, and I'm willing to accept that when judged by my own people. If they want to judge me, they'll have to take the citizenship of all of my tribe to be able to pass judgment. They can exile me if they want, then. The rest of my tribe will be part of them, and it's their right. Either way, I get what I want.
Insight check.
Go for it.
Gain advantage. Okay, 17 goes.
He fully believes what he's saying.
So he believes that his people.
Basically, the only people that he believes can judge him for the murder are his tribe. Unless the elders choose to accept his tribe into the larger Genasi tribes, he believes that they have no jurisdiction over him. This is a, with your knowledge, if you want to make a history check for me.
Hmm.
23. He doesn't have no case. He's in that kind of moral, legal gray area of the tribes. They refuse to give them full citizenship, so technically they refuse to give themselves full rights over him. That's why they're not allowed into the gathering. He was given special permission. He
What was
doesn't
the
have
last
no.
bit?
So he's been given special permission to enter the tribes. He basically has free rein to go because he's considered an elder of a tribe. It's not a slam dunk case, but it's nothing that could be just brushed off. This would be a probably multi-day judgment.
Esther's gonna look to the child that's clinging onto Fergus.
Looks about 10 years old. Similarly, just looks to be human, which isn't super unusual. Probably had Genasi parents who didn't pass on the genetics. By the way, Xenia, if you want to go ahead and move where you'd like to be, go ahead.
She's gonna kneel down and just go. What's your name?
My name?
Your name.
Ryan?
My name's Esther. Why are you so scared?
I don't want Fergus to hurt anyone.
I won't. Combat has ended.
Conrad,
This trial is over.
I need a clarification on something.
Sure.
Okay. Would my magic item still suffice if I polymorphed into something? And would polymorph count as casting spell if I'm using it as an item? If I use the wand to polymorph?
It would count as you casting a spell.
Okay.
On top of that, polymorph is concentration.
So sleep, thank you.
But in the meantime, he's kind of looking up to you, Esther, and just... Fergus used to hide me when things were scary and protect me.
Sounds like Fergus. He's very brave, you know.
Yeah, but I don't want him to kill anyone.
He's not going to.
He almost did.
But he's dead.
Right.
A
Zine, what do you do
large
right there first?
I did the thing I clicked to everyone, so I can cast 2 spells in a turn.
Okay.
Esther's just gonna feign.
Waiting. I am like with casting that spell as well, waiting for like feigning to everyone, just going, Esther, give me a cue. But when given the cue, in like the next minute, it needs to be in the next minute. That and then that, the first and then the second immediately after.
Okay.
So it's just a blip of Xenia.
Yep, sounds good.
Okay, cool. Thanks.
In the meantime. So Esther,
Esther was just gonna feign the group. Just if we do anything now, we lose the trust of these people.
If they don't see us do anything.
But if he falls, who was just locked in combat with him?
What if I cut an arm off?
that will be incredibly noticeable.
Not if I'm doing it from far away.
If his arm just collapses.
Step back. Give me a cue. I'm in a position that I can do this. Hopefully.
Fergus, during all this, what are you doing? You can hear, Fergus, you can hear that Xenia is planning and has the ability to do an attack. From
Fergus can see. Yeah. He has true seeing.
Yeah, but also through the fan, you can hear that they have the ability to do an attack that ideally wouldn't be seen. Esther is speaking to the young child Ryan that you know, and Eldafarin is just kind of standing there, smirking still. So Fergus, what are you doing?
I don't know. I honestly don't know. Because I hate that you've put him in a legal gray area.
Ash might just give a feint over to first, like, you want to come back over here?
He's gonna go over to Ashta. I don't know what to do.
You've done well so far. There's a lot of options. There's a lot of uncertainty.
And I swear.
So I assume Fergus walks over, just for the sake of
Yeah.
Xenia doing things and such.
Yeah.
By the way, as you guys when you walk over, Fergus, you can see Garil is very hastily flipping through a book in his hand, seemingly trying to find something.
What are you looking for?
I mean, I'm checking something. It's a rule book of the Genasi laws. Are you against the tribe getting freedom to join the rest of the tribes?
I
That's
don't
what I
believe
want.
we are.
I want them to stop being scared of Farron.
Then bring them to the tribe anyways. Yeah, the tribe gets to join the rest of the tribes. But Farron also gets locked up for murder. Where's the downside here?
You know what? I don't care what Farron wants. I want what's best for my tribe, and for the children of my tribe to not live in fear anymore, and not have to live under that monster. So if he rots away in a cell, I don't care.
I'm gonna feign this to Xenia so that they're aware of this.
I am very close to Fergus. I could hopefully hear it.
Fergus is all the way over here now, not over
I
there.
don't care what
Yeah.
he anymore.
Fergus, he takes the book and shows it to you, and you kind of have to pull back for a second to read it. He goes, Fergus, if you accept his accusation that you've done trial by combat, yes, you're not supposed to do it, but technically you take his place as elder. As soon as you come of age.
Well, just you fancy that?
You can't do it right away, but if you hold on to this, sit on this for just a little while, after we do what we need to do, we don't have to worry about our reputation. We've got the war handled.
Okay,
Be patient. He's trying to goad you. Don't let him do this.
let's do it.
So,
And he's gonna give a high five to Garil.
we don't say anything. We just go back to the gathering?
Nope. We're gonna pop back into the where the Roslyn was and just. Okay, it would have been fun though to kill him.
Is this thing to Esther?
Oh, yeah. You were nearby enough. Yeah. The kid is kind of not taking your hand. He seems kind of scared of you, honestly. But if you see everyone gathering back and you hear the feint of basically everyone kind of beckoning you over, you could walk back if you'd like.
She's,
The parents are kind of watching you.
she's gonna kind of kneel down and just, in her hand, she's going to take out. Does Pierce ever shed scales?
Oh, yeah, all the time.
Could she theoretically have golden dragon scales on her?
Yeah, a couple of the smaller ones, especially his baby scales.
She's gonna take one of his baby scales and hold it out to the child.
He kind of looks up at the elder and looks at you, kind of back and forth, and he casts his eyes over to Fergus.
He's got a slight smile on his face.
This is a gift. So you know that there are people out there who are fighting for you.
He kind of walks forward. He seems to have a bit of a limp in one leg. He takes the scale and he immediately kind of takes a step back, and a couple of the other kids kind of look around at what he sees, and you see him actually take a couple of the younger kids and pull them to the front and show them the scale first.
Are you injured, Ron?
Oh, my leg is bad.
Since
He was
birth?
born with a limp. Birth
Yeah.
defect.
I know of a dragon with only 3 legs. He looks just like you.
I know a person with 3 legs who walks like him. But we won't.
Excuse me?
3 legs?
No,
Are you
I-
trying to Carson?
Carson with a cane, yeah.
Oh my
Okay,
God.
okay, Carson,
The
with a
cane,
cane.
the
Yes,
cane,
yes,
the
yes,
cane.
yes. 3 legs at night. Okay, the riddle.
Oh no, my fucking
Oh my God.
mind.
I'm going, what kind of centaur monstrosity is
Oh,
this?
Ariel, we are such bad
I've been
influences
making
on you.
I've been making a 3-legged golem in the basement.
Kind of looks up to you, sir, and just, is he a big dragon or a little dragon?
He's young, just like you. But he's much bigger than you are, and he's going to get even bigger. But he reminds me of you. You're both just as brave.
He smiles and he kind of looks up almost instinctively towards Elder Farron with this big smile on his face. And you see just this blank look, not disapproval, not a glare. It's nothing aggressive, but just this look of impotence.
Conrad,
Yes.
is it possible for us to use literally all of his brain power to essentially modify his memory so when he said this one's off the books, he remembers it that he had his fingers crossed behind his back? Just will himself into believing it?
So
You
well,
know?
Why?
That's a good question. I don't
So
think
it's
it
official?
matters. Theoretically, yes. It's not binding, but like you could make yourself believe that.
Yeah. So when they look into my memories, they'll know. They'll know I was bullshit.
All right, sure enough. Mark off a fan
Yeah,
point.
okay.
Cool.
Yeah, mark off a fan point.
Done.
Sure. Anyways, as the kid looks up
I
the
was
Farron.
lying the whole time. This was a real trial by combat.
This is a ruse!
Honestly, I don't think it matters because the challenge was made, so,
Yeah.
I think for the sake of the book, we're okay.
It's
That's
just
one of my
for
favorite
fun.
questions that John has ever asked me. I gotta say.
It's for fun. And plus, I've always I wanted a character that could do that and just be like, all right, I need you to I need it's like Fervus, forget that you know this person for a second. Okay. Okay, who the fuck are you?
In the meantime, as you convince yourself of your own delusion,
Yeah.
Christ.
as the kid kind of looks up to Elder Farron for approval, and he gets this just blank look back. You see his face kind of fall a little bit, and he looks to you, Esther, and just, thank you. And he kind of walks away a bit and separates himself to go kind of join up with the rest of the little group of kids. He seems to be one of the older kids of this small group, separate from the kind of teenagers and young adults that are more dressed like Elder Farron.
She's gonna kind of watch him go. And then slowly, ever so slowly, turn to look to Elder Farron. Just look him up and down. She's not saying anything. She's just standing there, looking at him.
Just raises an eyebrow. Does the same to you.
And in the meantime, the rest of us, how about we go and treat Fervus to some lunch or a treat at the gathering for getting
Let's get
through
this
this.
boy some shawarma.
We'll get some shawarma.
Can I get shawarma?
Let's do some early game shawarma. This was our Avengers movie.
Oh my
And
god.
Esther, are you coming? I think
I'm
we're done
coming.
here.
We're done. just kind of looks and I pity you. I truly do. She turns on her heel and she walks back towards her family.
You see, everyone else has to turn away. You see him give this like lazy, almost intentionally awful salute to Esther as she walks away, and kind of orders the kids to start walking back to the gathering.
Xenia fails asks everyone to flip him off.
Yeah, I was about to say Esther would just very ever so quietly put her hand behind her back, flip him off, cast produce flame so it dances on it.
Yeah,
And
then
then
just flipping him off. At the Yes Master, Xenia's flipping him off.
Pharaoh's not
Oh, yeah,
watching with the older kids. They kind of look at you
Purvis
and
isn't subtle about it. He just flips him the bird.
yeah, there's like 50 like fingers all standing at each other from other sides of the fucking like river.
Tonak pours the last of the popcorn into his sister's hand, rolls up the bag. Well, that was a pretty fun show there. Did I hear
Oh my
about some
God.
shawarma? I know a place.
That'd be nice.
Oh
Did you
yeah,
go to
that's
the-
a place we found when we first came here.
Oh yeah.
Is that the one in closer to the center one, or is it the one near the edges?
Oh,
'Cause
it's
I've heard
close to the edges. It was the first one we came across. We were real
I heard
hungry.
I heard it's really good there.
I actually gave him some advice on the garlic sauce, and now they got a second option on the menu.
You know, I feel like we could talk about that garlic sauce for a little bit, Tor.
Huh.
just
I like
just, like
garlic.
nods enthusiastically.
Big old Firbolg hand slaps Fervis a couple times on the high up on the back. You did real good there, kid.
Thanks.
Others there for a can slap him on the back and like hit 7 joints and just like.
Oh no.
Every muscle that was considered is now cracked.
I like to imagine as Tornak gives you the pat on the back, it just smells vaguely like garlic sauce.
It's garlic.
I did have some garlic powder on the popcorn there.
Oh, that shit's so good though. So with that, as you guys return back to the gathering, successful with a caveat.
Yeah.
Yes, Esther?
Just before they leave, while everybody's walking away, I was just gonna grab Purvis by the shoulders and just, I am so proud for you to bear my last name.
Thank
I
you,
am so
Esther.
proud of you.
I'm honored.
And she's gonna pull him into a tight hug.
And he's gonna reciprocate the hug.
You-
And motion for Goril to join because, yeah, he's the man who made it, who told him that he would be king.
By the way, Fervis,
Hi,
when,
Purvis. You just see Gabriel kind of like cheering, just like a yeah, or like hand pump.
when is your next birthday?
Yeah.
Tomorrow.
Player
No.
has- Huh?
I'm joking. I was going to say tomorrow. No, if I recall correctly, because I'm kind of loose on the calendar with this campaign,
Yeah.
it's maybe like a month away. I'm pretty sure. It's not too far.
Also,
I think it's in like a
Purvis,
month, actually.
heal up 70 points.
Wait, when's Fervis's birthday? Because I know if we're leading into summer, that's when.
Hold on a
Oh.
second. When is today?
Yeah, what's today? Because Rosalind, Xenia, and Esther's birthdays are all in summer.
No, Rosalind's isn't.
Is Rosalind's in spring? May?
Uh-huh. End spring.
my-
29 April.
Oh.
Hold on. I'm thinking of my calendar of this 29 April.
Yeah.
We just passed Ashes not too long ago.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
that was a
so-
longer time than we think.
Yeah, you guys probably have a similar birthday. I think Purvis would be just after.
When's Rosalind's birthday?
So I think it's
So,
Because I remember it was beginning of summer, so he might be like just beginning of May.
yeah, like May. I think I made it like May 7th.
But no, in all
Yes.
seriousness, I knew that Rosalind's was coming up soon. Are we out like a week, 2 weeks? What are we looking at here?
It's about if Purvis is the 7th, yours is about 8 days before, which his is about a month out. So you're about 3 weeks away.
Okay.
Okay. We should write that. I'm gonna write that in stuff to remember.
Yes.
Thank you.
Cool.
Actually, depending on how long the gathering goes, the gathering might still be going on at that point.
Whoa! We're gonna take over the clan, Purvis!
I become 18.
Purvis becomes king.
I'm gonna. Oh my gosh! I'm yeah. Like the realization dawns on him like while they're walking. Like, wait, you see
It's Purvis's?
Goril. You
Yeah.
said since I beat him in
What
trial
day?
by combat that I'm eligible to be elder when I'm old enough, right?
Yeah, you might have to redo the combat just like in a more official setting. But I trust you enough that you could get that done because technically, if they look into the memories, you'll see that we used a bunch of spells on you.
Ash walks by, just
I
like
can reset my memory.
telling Fervus he gets to kick his ass again and also be elder.
That's a birthday present, or
That's
That's a
that's
really
that's an
exciting
amazing
thing.
birthday present, actually.
Wait.
And technically, if you do that, your petition and you becoming elder would be even more benefit to their tribe coming in because they could join Esther's larger tribe.
Yeah.
Further question. I asked the question in character. It was answered out of character. Was it answered in character? Did Fervus go like in like a month?
Like a month. Yeah.
Really?
My birthday's in like a month.
We have a birthday
Why
around the
is that-
same time.
Oh wow.
You and I.
oh, you guys got that late spring birthday going.
Gonna,
About 3 weeks.
I have to process the
Has
fact that
Rosalind
I could
stated
potentially
her
be elder in a
birthday
month.
openly to the group before?
Yeah,
I'm-
there was a session where we did that. Yeah.
She probably.
I look towards
but
Esther.
It's been a while of it.
In 3 weeks' time, I'll probably be able to make that apple thing you like and beat Pierre and kick him off the island.
Technically, he's supposed to be there to teach Ashta to do it, I believe.
Xenia, I don't think was going
If
to.
I learn how to make the apple, I'm kicking Pierre off the island and teaching you myself.
Also, yes, Verbo.
That
Um,
logically, I'm okay with that.
Goril said
Reasonably, I need to follow the wishes of that lady in the kitchen.
In the meantime, Fervus and Esther.
I'll have the binary boom cannon ready by then.
Well,
4 bombs per turn.
Yep.
what were you saying, Verbo?
Um,
Oh my god.
I'm
You're gonna kill
Guriel just told me that I might be elder in a month.
I'm sorry. Hold up.
Dude,
Repeat, please, as to why and how.
I
Camille
beat
gives you the rundown.
Farron in a. Yeah, I beat Farron in a trial by combat. If he's tried and guilty, then the tribe needs a new elder, and first in line is the person who beat him in the trial by combat.
Yeah,
Me.
because he's an elder warrior basically. So yeah.
So just gonna kind of slowly look to Guriel, just. And you figured this out how?
I
Gorill's
Googled
fine.
it.
Book.
He basically has a Barbary legal handbook for the Genasi in his bag.
Yep, and Esther, you recognize it as one of the books from the library.
S just gonna look at the dog.
I may have pilfered your bag of holding. Don't worry about it.
I don't mind. I already told you that the books were completely fine for you to take.
Oh yeah, I
What
just
my
I didn't know
privileges.
Fervus was fighting because I was curious. Sorry.
That's fine. I told you. You could. What's mine is yours. That does not bother me. Service. You do realize that currently you have caused more confidence in those children than they have had in a very, very long time. You
Yeah,
can see it.
it's
If
liberating.
if you try him again, if you become elder, you give all those people a new start.
You're right. And that's what I'm hoping for. That's why I wasn't as angry when I went back and talked to Guriel, and he told me this little tidbit. I'm sure Farron is unaware. So, I get to slam him with this. I get to fight him in a more official setting.
Service. That book is from the library. Farron has no idea.
Farron has no idea.
He has no idea. And that's
By
what's gonna pull
law,
him.
I take his place. And that is going to kill him inside.
There are more than one way to kill a man.
And he's gonna smile, and he's gonna walk over to the shawarma stand that they've inevitably gotten to.
And
He's gonna order himself
Gabriel's gonna kind of
nice.
nuzzle up to
Shawarma
Esther and just be like, So can I get extra calamari for figuring out the legal things?
Oh yeah, see, after that, I was gonna say I was just about to turn on her heel and kiss him senseless.
Yep. He smiles and kind of like just he tries to end it quickly just because he's self-conscious. But he goes, "So can I get extra calamari on the shawarma then?"
Yes, you can get extra whatever you'd like. Now shut up and kiss me.
Fine. And he does.
I will buy you whatever you want. Just shut up and kiss me for that brilliant idea. I don't care who sees.
All right, and with that, with Fervus munching on a shawarma wrap, Esther munching on Garil. End of the session.
Nice. Nice.
All right.
We started this with teeth, and we're gonna end it with teeth.
God damn it.
Recording done.
Not yet. It was not done. All right.
That's okay, it was brilliant anyways.
Till next time.
Till next.
Ah.
Good night.